At Fall River Propane, we're not just your propane provider. We're the ones who make sure life keeps moving. Fall River Propane. Experience the difference.
Discover the thrill of adventure with Salt River Motors, your go-to destination for Polaris side-by-sides, four-wheelers, and sleds. Gear up with premium off-road gear and accessories. And when you are on the road, Salt River Motors keeps you moving with a full automotive service department for tires, shocks, brakes, and comprehensive repair and general maintenance. Visit Salt River Motors on Highway 89 south of Etna or online at saltrivermotors.com.
Discover the convenience and reliability of Star Valley Disposal and Royal Flush Septic for all your waste management needs. We offer comprehensive services, including residential and commercial trash removal, septic pump outs, and a variety of porta-potty options with optional cleaning schedules. Trust us for efficient and professional solutions. Visit StarValleyDisposal.com to schedule your service. That's StarValleyDisposal.com.
Hi, I'm Mitch here at the Lincoln County Weed and Pest. Give me a call at 307-885-WEED, and I can get you some brochures on your knapweed, or I can get you in touch with somebody who can help you spray it or take care of it.
Hi, I'm Travis with the Lincoln County Weed and Pest. This is going to be a community effort on all of our parts to do what we can to stop the spread of this invasive species. Spotted knapweed is not a plant we want in our community.
This is the First Bank of Wyoming countdown to kickoff. First Bank, where free really does mean free. Your home for totally free checking. Visit gofirstbank.com. That is gofirstbank.com. Duke Danson, Dal Erickson here with you on what is Green River High School senior night and the final regular season game. Green River comes into this game having already secured a playoff berth, the first time in a couple years for them. Star Valley comes into this game already the 1 seed out of the West. No playoff implications on the line in this game. It's all for pride. For Green River, it's their senior night. Star Valley, you're trying to keep that win streak alive and stay hot heading into the postseason.
And you're hoping to get some good experience for everybody that you can, and you're hoping to stay healthy. And this is one of those games where, you're just going to come out and have really no pressure on either team, because like you said, the seedings have already been set.
Absolutely. Of course, Star Valley, 29-game win streak for the Braves coming into this one. Of course, last year they were undefeated. A win tonight would secure, back-to-back regular season undefeated seasons for Star Valley. And so Coach Young just wants to keep that momentum going in a game like this one tonight.
Well, and, not to touch on this too much, but you'd like everybody that starts tonight to be able to start next week at least. You don't want to have any last game injuries as you head into the postseason, and that's true of both teams tonight.
Eli Mautauatia for Star Valley. He's going to miss tonight's game again. He had that elbow injury in the Cody game. He left early, did not play last week, and he's out at least this week. Cooper Lancaster, he left the game with the collarbone injury last week on senior night. His return for the season is in question right now. They're hoping maybe they see him for a state championship game should that occur. But as of right now, new Cooper Lancaster for the foreseeable future. So absolutely a big concern for Star Valley coming into this game tonight. It's all part of the First Bank of Wyoming countdown to kickoff on the way. We'll have your studio report with Jay Kibbert in just a few. Have that Crimson Corner, the roundup. Tidbit of history goes back to the 2015 Braves tonight with John Little. We'll recap this rivalry between Star Valley and Green River. And we have Claire Myers on the field tonight for the Miles CPA sideline report. Records Watch, Keys to the Game, National Anthem, and the varsity roster. But first, I had the chance earlier in the week to catch up with Star Valley High School senior Sam Gaskell. Here's your Senior Spotlight with Sam on the SBI Sports Network. First Bank of Wyoming countdown to kickoff on SBI. Time for the Senior Spotlight. Star Valley senior Sam Gaskell here with us now. Sam, appreciate your time. You guys coming into the regular season finale undefeated on the year. What's been working and what's been clicking for you guys, I guess? What's been your favorite part of the season so far up to this point?
My favorite part's just been being with my senior group. It's my last year. Glad I get to be with my friends. And what's been working is just all of our coaches telling us what to do. They're been an inspiration to us and makes us work harder.
Now, it was senior night last week. Emotionally, what was that like to know you've gone all the way through high school, and then that was not your last home game because of the playoffs, but being senior night like that?
That was a thrill. I've just never felt anything like that. Just being a senior, time went by so fast. I felt like yesterday I was a freshman on the football team. Now I'm a senior. It's crazy.
So you guys wrap things up at Green River. Anything specific you've been working on this week in practice to get ready for the Wolves?
Yeah, we've just been watching their pass game. They're more of a pass-heavy team, and just been covering them up pretty good and focusing on Cody as well, getting ready for that state game.
Absolutely. So Sam Gaskell, our player spotlight, senior spotlight here on the SBI Sports Network. All right, Sam, when you're not playing football, what else do you like to do?
I like to play video games, and ride my dirt bike and snowboard in the winter.
Nice. All right. So our viewers and listeners can't see it, but you are wearing a Super Mario Brothers t-shirt from like the old school 80s games, which I highly approve of. I know Dal will as well. What is your favorite video game?
Probably Call of Duty, but I do like Mario. It's fun.
Nice. Excellent. All right. How about, you mentioned dirt bikes. Do you have your own dirt bike? What do you like to ride?
I have a 450R. It's pretty fun. It's kind of heavy, but I can deal with it.
Okay. Do you have a favorite spot to go riding?
I like to go up Swift Creek. It's pretty fun. It's kind of hard to go on trails, so I just kind of bomb it down the highway.
Nice. Sam Gaskell, our senior spotlight. Sam, how about in school? Do you have a favorite class right now?
I like advanced health. It's kind of interesting knowing all like the diseases that can happen, how to fix them, and how to stay healthy.
Plans after high school? Have any idea what you want to do?
Well, first I'm going to go on a mission. Then I'm probably going to do 4 years of college, probably go into dental school. Yeah.
Excellent. Cool. Sam, how about your, favorite kind of potato chip? What's your favorite?
Probably just the regular. I don't know, just the Lay's regular.
Classic Lay's guy. There's nothing wrong with that. Not at all. How about your favorite candy bar?
Probably Milky Way. I love Milky Way.
Perfect. Sam Gaskell, our senior spotlight on the SBI Sports Network.
Back at Green River High School, appreciate Sam Gaskell, our senior spotlight tonight on the SBI Sports Network. It's all part of the First Bank of Wyoming Countdown to Kickoff, where you're more than just a number. Visit your local branches in Alpine and Afton at First Bank of Wyoming. It's the Studio Report with Jake Hibbert tonight, presented by the Lincoln County Weed and Pest. Help keep Star Valley beautiful. Please spray knapweed at your homes and businesses. Contact the Lincoln County Weed and Pest for the details. This week, Jake looks at how the playoff brackets sit in the final game of the conference season and what we could be in store for this postseason.
Thanks, guys. Well, the last week of the regular season brings us a mostly figured out playoff bracket with a few shuffles here and there that could still happen. The West is set. Star Valley's 1, Green River's 4, and Cody is a win over Jackson away from being the number 2 seed, and then Jackson will be the 3rd. On the east side, Riverton's the number 1 team, but the last 3 seeds are all TBD. That being said, I think there's a really good chance we end up with Lander at the 2 spot, Douglas at the 3, and Buffalo at the 4 seed and Star Valley's opponent next week. What we do know for sure is that Riverton and Cody are lined up right now to meet in the semifinals should they get through the first round. And this is a week 1 rematch that Cody won 55-38. In that game, though, Riverton put up 648 total yards of offense. However, their defense did give up 765 yards to Cody. And defense might be the biggest obstacle for the Wolverines to overcome if they hope to get past Cody and make it to their first state title since they won 3 under head coach Don Julian from 1997 to 99. Riverton's defense has been middle of the road this year. Not so bad, not so great, but against Cody, opposing defenses have to work against a no-huddle team that runs a pace matched by no one else in 3A. You could see it with Star Valley's defense a couple of weeks ago. Cody's offense exploits and turns your fatigue into a weapon. That being said, Riverton does have the offense to potentially chew the clock and keep Cody's offense off the field if they get things working. Senior running back Hunter Saltzgaber leads 3A in carries and rushing yards with over 1,200, and Blake Gantenbein, their senior quarterback, is as complete of a signal caller as there is in Wyoming. His completion rate of 65% is second best in 3A, and he's thrown just 3 interceptions this year, something that only Paxton Hollingshead can also say, although he's done it in 69 fewer attempts. And that included no interceptions for Gantenbein their first time against Cody. Only time will tell, but I think there could be a true dark horse candidate for the state title this year. Although that is kind of what head coach for Riverton, Mark Leonard, is known for, getting teams considered dark horses to the state title, like he did with Torrington in 3A first, and then Rock Springs a few years ago in 4A. I'll be watching the matchups pretty close tonight to let you know what the final bracket looks like. Until then, I'll send it back to you guys.
Watch this game and all SVI sports broadcasts live after the big game at SVInews.com. This is the SVI Sports Network.
Thank you, Jake. That's the studio report presented by the Lincoln County Weed and Pest. It's all part of the First Bank of Wyoming countdown to kickoff. Star Valley in Green River tonight on what is a clear, sunny evening up to this point in Green River. Duke Danson, Dal Erickson with you. We'll take a break here from countdown to kickoff coverage. When we come back, Crimson Corner and the Roundup ahead of Tidbit of History on the way with kickoff in about 19 minutes on the SVI Sports Network.
Live coverage of Star Valley Sports on the SVI Sports Network is made possible by TerraPower, a nuclear innovation company. The Right Company, your local siding and gutter experts. Call Ready Mix, located north of Afton. Miles Beverage, proud to sponsor Star Valley Sports. Hillam Orthodontics, generations serving generations since 1966. And by Star Valley Glass and Lock, automotive, residential, and commercial glass.
Where do legends come from? Some start as dreamers, even after they're turned down again and again. But everyone deserves a chance to prove themselves.
You know, this is the place that gave me an opportunity to come here and play the game that I love.
At the University of Wyoming, we're the team that believes you can do anything. This is where underdogs come to shine and where real MVPs are made.
The leaves are falling, and so are our tire prices. Right now at Point S Tire and Auto Service, save up to $200 on select Falcon, Toyo, Nexen, Hankook, and Nokian tire. Whether you're taking a scenic drive, heading to football games, or making the daily commute, we have the right tires at the right price with no stress. Stop by PointStire.com or your local Point S today.
No stress with Point S.
This is the First Bank of Wyoming countdown to kickoff, live on the SVI Sports Network. Stop by your local Star Valley branches in Alpine and Afton.
Green River, Star Valley tonight at Green River High School. The Braves warming up on a senior night for the Wolves. Star Valley in their crimson helmets, white jerseys, and gold pants tonight on what is the final conference game of the 2025 season, postseason next week. Star Valley's already secured the 1 seed out of the West regardless of tonight's outcome. Green River back in the playoffs this year as well. They've secured the 4 seed out of the West. Now let's take a look at this Crimson Corner. What else is happening this weekend in Star Valley High School athletics presented by Teton Tactical Supply?
Well, first for cross country, the state meet is tomorrow morning in Cheyenne. The boys will race first at 10:30 a.m., the 4A boys. And then the 4A girls will race at 12 noon. Again, that is tomorrow. We'll end the season for cross country. Volleyball faced Evanston last night for senior night, took care of the number 5 Red Devils 3-1. They are at Natrona tonight. I'm hoping to get a score from that at some point. And then they will wrap up their regular season tomorrow on the road at Riverton, with regionals starting next week at Natrona County again. Football, junior varsity defeated Green River last night, 53-6. The freshmen just barely defeated Green River here in this game, 49-36, quite a shootout. And the underclassmen teams wrapping up their regular season. The JV football team went 7-1. The sophomores went 5-1, and the freshmen went 7-1 as well. That's a look at your Crimson Corner from Teton Tactical Supply.
Follow them on their Facebook page and join the Teton Tac Facebook group, where they raffle off tactical gear and guns with limited tickets for fair odds. That is Teton Tactical Supply. And how about some other games happening tonight? Here's the roundup with the help of Sunrise Engineering.
Well, first in 4A, Laramie will be the latest team to try and stop that winning streak for Sheridan. Number 3 Campbell County and number 2 Cheyenne East. That's the matchup of the week in 4A. Natrona County at number 5 Natrona County, number 4 Central. Kelly Walsh at Rock Springs. Jackson is at Cody in a ranked matchup. Of course, Star Valley here in Green River. Rollins is at Riverton. Lander is at Buffalo. Douglas at Torrington, and Evanston at Powell. In 2A, we do have a final. Number 5 Lovell defeated Cokeville 22-20 in overtime. That means the Panthers will be the 4 seed in the 2A West. They'll be going to Bighorn next week. Other games tonight: Mountain View at Lyman in the Battle of the Bridger Valley. Warren and Kemmer going on right now on the Spur. Upton Sundance is at Bighorn, and Pinedale is at Thermopolis. That's a look at your Sunrise Engineering Roundup.
Creating solutions that work and relationships that last. Visit sunrise-eng.com. That is sunrise-eng.com. Let's jump right into Tidbit of History tonight, presented by Star Valley Medical Supply. Real answers, honest service, and quality home medical equipment. Find them on their new website at starvalleymedicalsupply.com. Tonight, John Little takes us back to the 2015 year for Star Valley High School football. Here's your Tidbit of History.
Was a squad that would break a 19-year drought for a state title, inaugurate a new era of dominance in Star Valley football. Running back Kellen Hansen says the underdog label gave the Braves an edge from the very start. He points to an early 66-21 blowout over Douglas, a team that had beaten them twice during his sophomore year, as the moment Star Valley leveled up in the eyes of the state. Team members credit their signature hidden handoff play as a key to their success. In that play, quarterback Reese Heibel faked a pass to a receiver before handing the ball to the running back. The Braves stayed undefeated until the final week of the regular season, when they met Jackson High School in a knockdown drag-out fight. Tight end Kyler Battleson says that loss to the nearby rival became his favorite moment of the year, a setback that pushed the team to train harder heading into the playoffs. In November 2015, they advanced to the 3A Division Finals to face the Green River Wolves under the University of Wyoming stadium lights. Their last game with Green River was down to the wire. In the final seconds, sophomore kicker Noah Hutchinson stepped up and drilled a field goal, sending the Braves ahead just before the buzzer. Players say the bus shook with excitement as it rolled into Laramie for their second matchup. The team fired up to face a rival they had narrowly beaten before. Hansen points to a play designed to look like a hidden handoff in the finals as his favorite play of the year. On that snap, Heibel signaled a handoff to Hansen, drawing Green River's defenses towards him. Instead of giving the snap to the running back like Green River expected, Heibel slipped the ball to an undefended fullback, Colin McGinley, breaking the play wide open. Hansen says that this play inspired one Jackson High School spectator, Josh Dawson, who later transferred to Star Valley to want to play with the Braves. Green River answered their scoreless first half with 15 points in the second half, but Star Valley kept up the pressure. When wide receiver Christopher Erickson intercepted the ball in the fourth quarter, Hansen says he got goosebumps because he knew that the drought was over. The game closed 31-15, giving coach Chris Howell a victorious final season before he transferred to Ridgeline High School.
That is the Tidbit of History presented by Star Valley Medical Supply. It's all part of the First Bank of Wyoming countdown to kickoff live from Green River High School. We'll take a break here and recap the rivalry when we come back on the SVI Sports Network.
I think being in a small town, you really care and you take more pride in the work that you do because you're working with your neighbors. These are people that you see out in the community. You see them at kids sporting events and parent-teacher conferences and the grocery store. These are our neighbors.
One of the reasons that people also come back to us is they trust us because we are friends, we are family. And so I think there's a lot of trust in the community.
Ever wish you could be the boss of your home Wi-Fi? Well, with HomeZone by Silver Star, now you can. It's like having your own Wi-Fi command center right in your pocket. Whether it's setting up a guest network for visitors, controlling what your kids can access, or checking your connection speed, HomeZone has you covered. With Protect IQ, you'll have a virtual bodyguard for your Wi-Fi, blocking unwanted threats before they reach your devices. HomeZone by Silver Star. Wi-Fi control, coverage, and security all in one.
Discover your future with Simplot, where a multitude of career opportunities await. Whether you're interested in mining, agriculture, engineering, technology, manufacturing, management, or a number of additional options, Simplot offers not just a job, but a truly satisfying and rewarding career. Explore our diverse range of positions and find where you belong. Visit Simplot.com to view available positions locally and across the United States. That's Simplot.com, a world of career opportunities.
B&H Auto in Afton has been serving the Star Valley community for over 10 years. With a qualified and trained staff, you can trust B&H Auto. Maintenance, repairs, tires, and more. That's B&H Auto on the north end of Afton. Service you can ride on. Kodiak Mountain Resort is expanding with an indoor heated swimming pool, hot tub, pickleball courts, and a new large play set for the kids, all coming in 2026. Reserve your stay at KodiakMountainResort.com.
The Bank of Star Valley would like to congratulate Will Linford on being Man of the Week. Congratulations, Will.
I'm Will Linford, son of Sam and Lisa Linford, tight end, defensive end, senior, Afton, Wyoming.
Turn play action, looking to the right, throws into the end zone, has a man open, caught again for another touchdown. Once again to Will Linford, 2 for Will.
In healthcare these days, you just don't find a place like Star Valley Health. We really do focus on providing the best care.
Our employees take so much pride in their positions. They know that if their kids get sick, if they get sick, if somebody gets in a car accident, that there is that personal tie.
They get to see the change that they make in their life, so it's fun to be involved.
The countdown to kickoff is presented by First Bank of Wyoming. Online at gofirstbank.com.
Star Valley at Green River tonight, and the First Bank of Wyoming countdown to kickoff as we're about 7 minutes away from 6 o'clock and kickoff time tonight, live on the SVI Sports Network. Now let's recap the rivalry between the Braves and the Wolves, presented by the Lincoln County Sheriff's Office.
Well, looking at this rivalry, the first game took place back in 1940. Overall, the series, Star Valley leads at 46-31. There have been 5 ties, although not in a long time. In Green River, the series is tied 18-18. The last game, Star Valley won that pretty handily last year in Afton, 61-7 was that final. Looking at the trends, Star Valley has won the last 14 meetings dating back to 2012. The Wolves' last win in Green River over the Braves was in 2003. Just as a side note, there was a gap of play between 2003 and 2011. This is the third most played series of any of the teams Star Valley plays. This is the 83rd meeting. That's a look at your rivalry from the Lincoln County Sheriff's Office.
Remember, when you're impaired, do not get behind the wheel. Drinking and driving, just don't. This message presented by the Lincoln County Sheriff's Office. And how about the Records Watch heading into the game tonight, presented by Star Valley Disposal?
Well, tonight with 5 catches, Roman Erickson would pass Kyler Battleson for 8th on career receptions. With 8, Roman would reach 60 for his career. With 91 passing yards tonight, Phoenix Hovey would hit the 2,000 passing yards in a season, and he is 3rd on that list right now and would remain there, but he could hit that 2,000-yard milestone pretty early in this game. That's a look at your records watch, brought to you by Star Valley Disposal.
Residential, commercial, construction, and septic services. Visit StarValleyDisposal.com. That is StarValleyDisposal.com. And Dal, how about the keys to the game for this one, presented by SVI News?
Well, keys to the game, key number one in this one is no turnovers. Turnovers in a game like this are the great equalizer. I'm looking for a 200-200 game. At least 200 yards passing, at least 200 yards rushing tonight. I'd like to see that. Don't give up the big pass play. There are some talented pass catchers and receivers for this Green River team. And then key number 4, put some pressure on that Green River quarterback, and you should be in good shape. That's a look at your keys to the game from SVI News.
Presented, have you downloaded the SVI News app? It's free on Android and Apple devices. Just search for SVI News with the keys to the game. Senior night tonight for Green River, and so they have their brand new video board here at Wolves Stadium on the southeast end zone that's showing a video, and then the Wolves should take the field. Now they've already had the coin toss down on the field tonight.
Yeah, the Star Valley Braves will get the football first on offense, so we'll see Phoenix Hovey and the crew right out of the gate.
All right, so that's coming up in just a few moments as we wrap up the first Bank of Wyoming countdown to kickoff. Let's try it. Let's go down to Claire Myers. She had the chance to catch up with head coach McKay Young and get his thoughts heading into the game today. So here is Claire Myers down on the field with the Miles CPA sideline report. Locations in Afton and in Alpine. Call 885-0055. Claire.
Ladies and gentlemen, how about a loud welcome for your playoff.
All right, we'll see if we can catch up with Claire in just a few moments as we continue with the First Bank of Wyoming countdown to kickoff. So again, Star Valley Dow coming into this game undefeated on the year. They're looking for their 30th consecutive win in a row if it were to take place tonight. Next week, Star Valley kind of already knows how things are going to shake out. Douglas and Buffalo are tied in the standings on the eastern side. Douglas is Buffalo's playing Lander, I believe, and we'll see how things go, but it looks like it may be Buffalo next week for Star Valley.
Yeah, looking at some of those matchups, yeah, you got Lander is at Buffalo, Douglas at Torrington tonight. Those are the games that are going to kind of shake out those 3rd and 4th seeds out of the 3A East.
All right, we are going to send it down to the field for the presentation of the colors and the national anthem, made possible in our broadcast with the help of Hastings Ace Hardware, located in Afton.
Phoenix Hovey, quarterback, son of Nate and Brianne Hovey, senior, Alpine, Wyoming.
Kyan Watson, son of Stacy and Kevin Watson, running back and middle linebacker, senior, hometown F, Wyoming.
Nathan Hatterley, son of Coulter and Amanda Hatterley, running back and middle linebacker, junior, Bedford, Wyoming.
I'm Will Linford, son of Sam and Lisa Linford, tight end, defensive end, senior, Afton, Wyoming.
Cooper Lancaster, son of Aaron and Anna Lancaster, wide receiver and DB. I'm a senior, and I'm from Smoot, Wyoming.
Roman Erickson, son of Scott and Brittany Erickson, junior, wide receiver, outside linebacker, Dry Creek, Wyoming.
Preston Ross, son of Mike and Robin Ross, receiver, safety, senior, Smoot.
Travis Thompson, son of Kyle and Aaron Thompson, junior, wide receiver and corner, Fairview, Wyoming.
That's most of the starters tonight, presented by Mountain Star Products, plumbing supply, gravel, sand, topsoil, excavation, road building, and equipment rental, located on Rocky Road in Afton. That is Mountain Star Products. We are ready to go. Lights on as the sun is setting in Sweetwater County, wrapping up the regular season between Star Valley and Green River. Wolves kicking off on their home field from the 40. They'll boot it deep, and it is going to be into the end zone, and it will be returned. Nope, touchback. Can't return it out of the end zone in high school, so it will be Star Valley football on the 20-yard line. Back to return, I believe, was Ikaika Cope. He's filling in for Cooper Lancaster, who's out with injury tonight.
He and Travis Thompson, of course, Travis, a common sight there this season, but that looks like that's at least how it's going to be for tonight.
Out comes Phoenix Hovey and the offense for the Braves. Again, Star Valley will be in their white jerseys with the crimson numbers and crimson helmet. Gold pants tonight for the Braves. And a 1st and 10 for Hovey in the offense with trips to the right side, one receiver left. Goes quickly to the left, caught on that side, and then a quick back password, and it's Ryan Talbot on the lateral, and he's out of bounds. So Green River announcer who we had on the weekday wake-up this morning, Eric Pauley, he said, Indian lineman going to get the ball tonight. Guess who I said? Watch for number 70, Ryan Talbot.
I certainly didn't see the hook and ladder to the lineman on the first play of the game. I certainly didn't see that coming.
Talbot's out of bounds after a 10, 11-yard gain on the hook and ladder, so number 70 gets 11. And it's 1st and 10 after the Star Valley Orthodontics first down. Hovey under center. He's going to play action, roll out right. Has a man caught in the flat, hauled in, rolling the right side. Another first down, breaking tackles up to the 50. Has blockers and still running across the 45 and down to the 40. Catch made by Brennan Barber out on the flat, and he's going to have a Star Valley Orthodontics first down.
Right out of the gate, Coach Young using a couple of guys who don't typically catch the ball, and it's been pretty effective already into Green River territory.
New set of downs for the Star Valley offense. 1st and 10. Hovey in the shotgun. Hand off to the backfield. Caleb Erickson on the carry. He'll get through the initial attack into the secondary and hit backwards, but not until he picks up a gain of about 8 yards. Give him 7, and we have 2nd down and about 3 yards to go for the Braves on offense.
Yeah, just throwing that out there, Duke. That might be the first catch for both. Well, we know it is for Ryan Talbot, but might be the first catch for Brennan Barber as well. And guess what? 35 total yards, so I guess you can say it worked.
Well, I think Talbot had the reception out in Soda Springs, if I'm not mistaken.
You're right.
Yeah.
You're right. My apologies, Ryan.
So here's Travis Thompson motioning from right to left. He'll set up on the bottom of your screen, 2nd down and 3. Here's a handoff. Up the field is Hatterley. He's going to have the first down across the 35 to the 30 as Star Valley Orthodontics first down, and the Braves moving the ball early on in the game. 10:40 remains in the first quarter. 1st and 10 from the Green River 30.
About 7 yards there for Ryan. So yards per play, the Braves doing great on this drive so far. 4 plays and 49 yards.
Hatterley in the backfield to the left side of Hovey in the shotgun. One receiver on either side, play action. Looking Thompson, end zone. Man-to-man coverage. Has him deep, but overthrew him and incomplete. Couldn't quite get him up the sideline. And it will be the first no gain play of the day for Star Valley. 10:18 to go in the first quarter. 2nd and 10 from the Green River 30. With no Cooper Lancaster up the sideline, you're going to look for Travis Thompson to kind of be that deep threat. Also, you're going to be looking for Preston Ross to help on those deep balls too. And Ross is in now as Thompson comes out.
Well, and Preston missed a bunch of time earlier this year, so, man, what a great opportunity for him to come in and get some snaps.
High formation, Ross in motion from top to bottom. Here's a handoff up the middle once again to Hatterley. He'll pick up positive yards of about 4 from the 30 to the 26. That will set up 3rd down for Star Valley and 6 yards to go.
First third down opportunity of the night for Star Valley.
Caleb Erickson playing fullback in the I formation. Hatterley the tailback. One receiver, top of your screen. That's Ross in motion again. Turn, play action. Throwing, fires, end zone. Looking for Gaskell. Dives, but couldn't haul it in off his fingertips. Sam laying out in the end zone, but it's fourth down after the incompletion from the 26-yard line. And Coach Young will go for it.
Well, sitting right at the 26. So, I mean, you'd be looking at 43 yards, certainly within the range, I think, of Tate Lawson. But over the years, I mean, we should probably know by now McKay's just going to go for it.
Hatterley, the low back in the backfield with trips to the left side. Gaskell, the tight end, on the left side as well in the three-point stance. Calls for it, handoff to Hatterley, needs more yards and can't get away from the tackle, and he will be stopped short of the yard to gain. He needed 6, he got 4, so the Braves turn it over on downs inside the red zone where the tackle was made. It's going to be, or just outside the red zone rather, will be 1st and 10 for the Wolves on their own 22-yard line.
So the Braves got some yardage on that drive, 57 to be exact, but the drive stalls as they are unable to convert, and the Wolves will take over in, well, not great field position, but not bad either. Just outside their own 20.
9 minutes, 41 seconds to go in the opening quarter. First possession of the game for the Green River Wolves. Maddox Hintz is the quarterback for the Wolves. He's dual threat, leads the team in rushing, has over 1,600 yards passing as well, so he can throw the football, has a couple great targets in the likes of Dax Taylor, who's the playmaker mostly for this Green River offense. In the backfield is Trevor Johnson. And a hard count, and all the receivers jump off sides for the Wolves. No one on the line jumped, but all 4 receivers did. And that will be a false start on Green River to push them back inside their own 20.
Yeah, typically it's not the receivers in that situation, but they might have been going long here. And you talk about Dax Taylor. I mean, look at the year he's had. 57 catches in a season. That is a ton. And then almost 900 yards. So, and you heard Eric Pauly this morning saying he feels like he's probably got the skill set to probably find somewhere to play next year after high school.
Here's the 1st and 15 after the early movement. Going to be a handoff up the middle this time to Johnson, trying to catch the defense off guard, but they do not. Tackled at the line of scrimmage, no gain on the play. 2nd and 15, clock continues to move, 9:28 and counting in the first quarter.
Well, something we've seen all season long, and this is game 9 of the year. This Star Valley defense is incredibly hard to run against.
They lead the 3A classification in defense in rushing.
I mean, really, you take away that 70-yard run in Cody, and they've basically given up nothing all season long on the ground. It's pretty remarkable.
Heading into that Cody game, it was 40 yards per game allowed on the ground. Here's a rollout to the right for Hintz. He'll throw it downfield, and it'll be out of bounds and incomplete, trying to find the playmaker, Taylor. Couldn't connect on the sideline, so Green River in a hole early, 3rd and 15 from their own 18-yard line.
Well, and Hintz is also he's pretty accurate. I mean, almost 62% on the year in terms of completion percentage, and he's coming into this week with almost 200 attempts. So, I mean, yeah, this Green River team will sling it around a bit, and he's pretty effective doing it. That one a bit too far outside, so they're still trying to figure that out as they face 3rd and long.
Maddox Hintz will be in the shotgun. Once again to the backfield is Trevor Johnson. Trips to the right side, one receiver to the left and a passing down, 3rd and 15. They'll set up the screen. Defense collapses and the pocket is there. There is a flag on the play. Crew Morgan will get the sack coming up the middle as the pocket collapsed from the outside. We'll see what the flag is. It's where the point of the tackle was made, inside the 10 all the way down to the 8-yard line. It's going to be a hole. No, they're going to say face mask on Star Valley. So without the penalty, it's 4th and about 25. It's just a 5-yard penalty. So will not be an automatic first down, but they will replay 3rd down. So with the penalty, the sack still will go down as a 3-yard loss. 3rd and about 19 to go. And the game is being held up. Green River is going to huddle, and now they'll come out. So the Braves do get the 3rd down sack, but a face mask call on Star Valley. Another opportunity here for Hintz in the shotgun. He'll throw again. Under pressure, but gets it away in time, and it will be caught, but short of the first down. Going down to get it was Dax Taylor near the 30. It's a good completion up to the 29 to make it 4th down and 4. Gives Blaine Christensen at least something to think about, but he's inside his own 30, and as of right now, the offense remains on the field. So Green River gambling early against the undefeated Braves. They go 4th and 4 from their own 29-yard line. We'll see if they snap it or just try and draw the defense off sides. Hard count, no snap, look back to the sideline.
Well, we kind of talked about it. Neither team has anything to gain or lose in this game, so, hey, you might as well let it hang out.
Hintz looks to the sideline and now goes back to the set. Sends a man in motion. That's the slot. Mazer from left to right. And a timeout will be called by Christensen as the Star Valley defense doesn't move. We'll take the 60-second break. 4th and 3 when we come back on SVI.
Star Valley Sports on SVI are presented by Edward Jones Financial Advisors Kyle Terry, creating tailored solutions to address your financial needs. And by Rusty's Tree Service, the tree removal experts. Call 248-2442. Kodiak Mountain Resort is expanding with an indoor heated swimming pool, hot tub, and a new large play set for the kids. These new additions will be for guests only, coming in 2026. Visit KodiakMountainResort.com for reservations.
Back to more live coverage of Braves football with SVI Media and Swift 98 on the SVI Sports Network.
Green River timeout. It is 4th and 4. Green River does go for it under pressure. Sacked. Brought down in the backfield. Bryce Erickson with the sack on 4th down. So after the timeout, Coach Christensen does elect to still go for it, and Erickson comes in from the blind side, pushes him in the back, and that's a sack for the Braves. Turnover on downs.
Otherwise known as chum. You've been chummed in the backfield. Tackle for loss. And, you know, Bryce is a junior. He's one of those kids that's going to get a lot more play with Elia Matatia out of the lineup, and he's come in and done pretty well and showed out right there.
Both offenses turn over on downs on their opening possession. This time, though, gives Star Valley great field position. They'll have 1st and 10 from the Green River 22-yard line. 7:59 to go in the opening quarter. Roll out right side for Hovey. Looks downfield, has time. He'll tuck it and run up to the 20. Positive yards to the sideline and near the 1st down marker inside the 15. He steps out of bounds right at the 1st-yard marker. It will be Star Valley football, we'll say, stepped out about 2 yards shy. So an 8-yard gain to set up 2nd and 2 inside the Riverside Dental Crimson zone.
It seems odd to word it this way, Duke, but I've said all season Phoenix is capable of running the ball. It's just, you know, a matter of when you want to do it, and maybe that'll be a factor at some point in these games. But, yeah, he's certainly capable of doing that anytime.
Nathan Hatterley dots the I with Caleb Erickson, the fullback, in the I formation. Hilton in motion, play action, looking to Hilton on the left side, in fact, but he's covered. So Hovey will throw deep, has a man open in the end zone. Gaskell toes just in bounds, and it is a touchdown. Gaskell caught it on the sideline inside the end zone, and the Braves strike from 13 of 14 yards away, and they lead 6-0.
You know, you've got the touch, Duke. Seems like every time we talk to one of the seniors, they have themselves a touchdown or something along those lines. So they should be clamoring to talk to you.
Sam was our pregame interview, the senior spotlight. Tate Lawson for the ensuing PAT. Kick is up, kick is good. 7-zip Braves on the SVI Sports Network.
There's no place to enjoy the fall season like Alpine, Wyoming. Enjoy fly fishing on the Salt and Snake Rivers, camping and hunting up the Grays in the Wyoming Range, hike the trails in the Bridger Teton National Forest, or bring your off-road vehicles and enjoy the backcountry. And with plenty of lodging and dining options at affordable prices, you just can't beat the fall season in Alpine. Experience the fall season like Mother Nature intended in scenic Alpine, Wyoming.
Are you sidelined by a sports-related injury? At Alpine Foot and Ankle, Dr. Andrew McCall specializes in treating ankle sprains, Achilles injuries, chronic ankle pain and instability, flat feet, and heel pain. Dr. McCall's expert care ensures you get back to your active lifestyle quickly and safely. Don't let foot and ankle issues hold you back. Visit alpinefoothandankle.clinic to learn more. That's alpinefoothandankle.clinic.
Watch this game and all SVI sports broadcasts live after the big game at SVInews.com. This is the SVI Sports Network.
Javi DeGaskell in the end zone for the first point of the game. 7:43 in the first quarter, and the Braves lead it in Green River, 7-0. Here's the ensuing Carpets Plus color tile kickoff from Tate Lawson. Has the ball teed up on the 40-yard line, and Green River has their returner standing near the 12. Lawson boots it over the head of the returners and goes into the end zone. Doak Braxton was there, and it will be a touchback. Let's send it out to Jake Hibbard for a Lincoln County Weed and Pest studio report on the Cody game tonight. Jake, what do you got?
Yeah, so early on, it's a close game. Cody actually is down by a score of 7-6. They get a touchdown lead, and then look at this. Jackson on 2nd and goal. They get picked. That's Cash McFadden in the end zone. He takes it 99 yards for the touchdown. Back to you. Cody leads at 27.
Thank you, Jake Hibbard. Cody up on top there, and the Braves up on top here in Green River, 7-0. Wolves with the football, 1st and 10 after the touchback. Green River turned it over on downs, deep in their own territory on the last possession as Taylor goes in motion, sets up in the backfield, back the other way, and it's picked off here into the end zone on the screenplay. The pick six for Roman Erickson. Wow. They tried to hit Dax Taylor coming out of the backfield, and Roman just plucked it out of the air on the screenplay. Pick six. Roman to the house.
20 yards. That's easy to do the math because it was right after the kickoff. Yeah, that is about as slick and easy as it gets for a defensive touchdown.
13-0 just like that as we look at the Fall River propane replay. And it's Tate Lawson out for the ensuing Carpets Plus color tile PAT. 7:37 to go in the first. And back-to-back touchdowns, and the PAT is blocked. So that's no good. 13-0 Braves on SBI.
At Western, students don't just earn degrees. They experience growth, friendships, and opportunities. Western Wyoming Community College. Enter here with passion and leave with purpose.
It's my happy day, I want to sing it all the day. My best friends are always with me. We sing, we dance, we laugh, we are happy every day. Have fun with us, let's say happy, 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 happy. Happy.
You're watching Star Valley High School football on the SVI Sports Network.
Roman Erickson, the pick six on the screenplay from 20 yards out to the house, and it's 13-0 after the PAT was blocked. Braves leading it with the ensuing Carpets Plus color tile kickoff. This again will be booted into the end zone by Lawson for the touchback. 1st and 10 for the Wolves at their own 20.
This bang, bang, and in fact, I'm trying to even figure out how much time elapsed between Star Valley's touchdown. 6 seconds. There we go. It was 6 seconds in between touchdowns. You had the Sam Gaskell touchdown reception, and then the Roman Erickson pick six on defense.
From their own 20, Green River on their senior night, trying to make some noise against the '1 team in the state in the Wild Preps coaches and media poll. Star Valley looking for their 30th consecutive win. They have secured the 1 seed out of the 3A West. Once again, Hintz will hand off this time, hit and wrapped up in the backfield and brought down for a big loss on the play was number 87, Will Linford. 4 yards for the tackle for loss. 2nd and 14 now as Will just blew it up in the backfield.
We've seen that several times. The Braves tend to have meetings in the backfield. I mean, you might have someone leading the charge on one play or the other, but they are rarely by themselves. It's happened that Will was out in front that time.
7 minutes to go in the opening quarter. Star Valley up 13-0. Trips to the right side for Hintz. He'll roll that direction, steps up and fires off his fingers and incomplete. Trying to find Tate Lawson. Couldn't haul it in, and the tip drill ball went out of bounds. Coverage from Dax Button, who put the hit on Taylor as soon as the ball hit his hands.
Yeah, Dax was right there. And, you know, we talk about, we've kind of mentioned, like, what's to play for in this game between these two teams. And, yeah, result-wise, maybe there's not that much. But if you're the Star Valley secondary, you see Dax Taylor's numbers and you think, well, we want to definitely hold him under that. And so I think there's definitely some personal motivation out there in terms of some of that kind of stuff.
Tackle for loss and then an incompletion as Green River packed up again inside their own 20 at the 16-yard line, 3rd and 14. Hintz again in the shotgun, trips to his right side. Looking that direction, throws out of the backfield, caught by Johnson out of the flat, has one blocker but 2 tacklers. Broke one from Button but then got clobbered by big Ryan Talbot. And Ryan keeps it at a 2-yard gain on the screenplay. And now Coach Christensen has no choice but to punt on 4th and 12 from his own 18-yard line.
Saw the Braves rallying to the ball there. That's what coaches like to see.
Well, when you have your interior linemen making tackles on the perimeter like that. You mentioned Talbot. He dressed as a freshman during the playoff games there at State, so he technically could be a 4-year varsity state champ as the kick is going to hit the Braves. It's a loose ball on the field, and Star Valley still doesn't have it. I think Green River has it.
Green River has it.
Star Valley didn't know where the ball was. They couldn't catch it out of the sky. It hit a Star Valley player, bounced around a number of times until Green River comes up with the recovery. They'll have it 1st and 10 from the Star Valley 48.
Well, I think he had one player that was kind of in position to catch that in the middle of all that, and then he had a teammate right behind, probably just trusting that's where the ball was going to go, and it actually ends up off of his shoulder, and then a fracas ensues.
Defense back out onto the field for Star Valley. Now 1st and 10 for Green River for the first time in Star Valley territory at the Braves' 48-yard line. Braves leading at 13-0, 5:57 to go in the opening quarter. This time we'll see Hintz under center with an I formation. Deep tailback is Trevor Johnson. Turn, hand off to Johnson on the dive. He's hit hard in the backfield by Gaskell, who just laid him out. Another tackle for loss, that one for 2 yards. That was one of those feet up in the air hits.
Yeah, Sam Gaskell, he's a big kid, and he's already having a great game here. Has a touchdown reception and then a TFL right there against Johnson. Right now, the Wolves have 10 plays for 0 yards on offense.
That pushes the ball back to midfield at the 50-yard line. Hintz in the shotgun, 2 receivers to his left, 1 to his right. Now he looked to the sideline to reset the play with the clock ticking down to 5:15 to go in the opening quarter. 2 receivers right, 2 receivers left, takes the snap, steps up in the pocket under pressure, being chased and sacked by Roman Erickson. A pick 6 and now a sack for Roman as he tripped up Hintz around the shoelaces. Another tackle for loss, and it's 3rd and 15.
You know, if you watch a lot of NFL football, they talk about the rush from the defensive end or the hybrid, and they talk about the bend and being able to have the speed and still bend your body, get underneath the block. That's what Roman did right there. Man, he was back there so quick. Hintz really had nowhere to go.
Green River started this drive after the Braves' special teams turnover. They had it at the Star Valley 48. Now they're at their own 46, facing a 3rd down and about 16 to go. Shotgun for Hintz, trips to his left. Johnson to the backfield. Hintz fires to the right, caught and hit, but will be stopped short of the 1st down. It was Irie Kubel on the reception. Picks up about 9 yards. It does give Coach Christensen a chance to go for it here on 4th down, though.
Well, and the difference with that one was Hintz he had time. He got some protection that time. And I think absolutely they'll go for this here. I mean, this field position was a gift to begin with. And so chance to, I mean, that's a reasonable distance here at this point in the field. I think absolutely they go for this.
4th and 5 from the Star Valley 48-yard line. Shotgun. 2 receivers left and right. Under pressure again, eludes the sack. Still running around in the backfield, deep in the backfield, and just throws it up, and it's caught for the first down.
Oh, wow.
Across the 30-yard line. Somehow able to find Evan Mazer, who in the scramble got behind the defense. Hintz somehow eluded 2 sacks and threw it up on the run. And that's a first down for the Wolves. 17-yard reception. It was about a 30-yard pass, because Hintz was so far behind the line of scrimmage. But it is going to be 1st and 10 now for the Wolves inside the 30 down to the Star Valley 27-yard line.
Not bad for a 4th down play.
Shotgun. Hintz trips this time, hands off to Johnson. No play action, throws to the right. It's caught by Kubel, and he's tackled for just a short gain. Dives ahead for about a yard. Maybe that, less than a yard. On the quick wide receiver screen. Under 3 minutes to go in the opening quarter, 2:56 and counting. Star Valley ahead 13-0, but the Wolves on a little bit of a drive here.
Well, that was a huge play. I mean, that was going to be a turnover on downs, and got to credit Maddox Hintz for scrambling and getting away from what looked like it was going to be a sure sack a couple of times.
Johnson is to the right side of Hintz in the backfield. Hard count. Braves do cross the line, but get back quickly. Hintz will again look to the sideline with trips to his left. Kubel, the lone receiver, on his right. Take the snap. Look to throw. Fires to Kubel again. Caught, hit, stop shy of the 20-yard line. Will be short of the first down. And about the 21-yard line to set up 2nd down and about 4 yards to go. Here's the Fall River Propane replay.
Kubel has been the favorite target of hits so far. It's his 3rd catch.
Clock continues to roll down to 1:57 remaining in the quarter. Wolves trying to get on the board for the first time of the game, trailing 13-0 just outside the red zone at the Star Valley 21-yard line. 4 down territory, 3rd and 4. Empty backfield this time for Hintz. Has a pocket, 3-man rush, throws deep into the end zone, double coverage, and out of bounds. It looked like Kubel tried to make the catch, but he was out of bounds. And incomplete. Dax Button once again on the coverage. Travis Thompson was there for the help also.
Good coverage from Dutton, but I'm impressed that Kubel didn't give up on that. I mean, when that left Hintz's hand, that looked like it was going to be well out of bounds. And he just kept fighting for it. And, you know, you see that all the time now in all the different levels of football. It used to be if you could be that consistent 2-toe tapping guy, you were going to go to the Hall of Fame like Chris Carter. Now everybody can do it. Even the high school kids can go up and make an amazing catch, a one-handed stab. And I appreciate that Kubel he's right on that, man. He did not give up on that play.
1:34 to go in the first quarter, 13-0. Star Valley on top with a 4th down again for Green River. 3 yards to go. Hintz rolls right, throws, tipped up in the air, and caught again. It was tipped by Star Valley's defense, but into the hands of Kubel, who makes another first down grab on 4th down.
So, Duke, they're actually going to rule this incomplete. Referee came out afterwards and said that it's an incomplete pass.
Oh, it did pop out there at the end. Okay.
So that's going to be a turnover on downs. But, man.
I thought Kubel had another one.
I
off
thought
the
he
tip,
did too.
went right to him.
And that drive was kind of that way. They kept it going on 4th and long before on kind of a scramble drill and kind of felt like things were going to keep going that way. Instead, it's a turnover on downs. Here comes the Braves offense.
They'll have it 1st and 10 with a 13-point lead at their own 22-yard line. Man in motion, throw ahead to the motion man, trying to get the outside. Now cuts upfield, and we'll get a gain of a couple for Mason Pack on the reception on that little throw ahead toss. Couldn't get the outside, but did a great job cutting it upfield, and they'll get 6 yards out of that.
You'll take 6 yards on first down anytime. You get spoiled sometimes when you're picking up these big chunks like the Braves has, but yeah, you'll take 6 yards anytime anybody can pick it up.
Erickson, Button, Thompson, trips to the left side. Quick screen to Roman Erickson. Dances around across the 30, and the Cavalry arrives to knock him down at the 34-yard line. So it will be enough for another Star Valley Orthodontics first down on the bubble screen to the trip side of the field. Erickson moves the chains, and it's 1st and 10 for the Braves. Now at their own 34-yard line, down to 48 seconds remaining in the first quarter.
First catch of the night for Roman.
Split backs. Hovey under center. Hands off to the fullback and rolls ahead for a few yards. Carry made by, looks like Brennan Barber again on the carry. He has a reception and a carry tonight in the first quarter. Giving 4 yards.
About 4 for Brennan.
Clock rolls down under 20 seconds. Star Valley goes no huddle. Barber remains in the backfield with Hatterley. They'll go split backs. Clock down to 12. Now the offense is set up. Takes the snap. Play action. Under pressure. Hovey has to go down. It looked like a broken play. Some miscommunication in the backfield. And that's a sack for the Wolves defense to end the first quarter. Second and third actually in long. When we come back, second quarter next on the SVI Sports Network.
Ever wish you could be the boss of your home Wi-Fi? Well, with HomeZone by Silver Star, now you can. It's like having your own Wi-Fi command center right in your pocket. Whether it's setting up a guest network for visitors, controlling what your kids can access, or checking your connection speed, HomeZone has you covered. With Protect IQ, you'll have a virtual bodyguard for your Wi-Fi, blocking unwanted threats before they reach your devices. HomeZone by Silver Star. Wi-Fi control, coverage, and security all in one.
Lincoln County School District 2's Transportation Department has multiple openings. Work mostly weekends as a full-time activity driver starting at $25.75 an hour plus benefits. Or you can work weekdays as a full-time daily route driver starting at $22.75 an hour also with benefits. Or work part-time as a bus aide for $17.50 per hour. All positions include paid training. Visit lcsd2.org and click job openings.
Once again, here's Duke Dance and Dal Erickson with live coverage of Star Valley Braves football on the SVI Sports Network.
Third down, Hovey will throw deep down the field looking for Roman Erickson, and it's no good. He's tripped up, and there is a flag on the play all the way down the field as Hovey went deep to Roman. And it will be a flag as Roman was tripped up trying to go for the ball.
I thought he just got tripped by the turf monster, but
we'll see what the call is. The Green River fans not too happy about it.
No,
Coach
they're
Christensen not either. And we'll see. It is a pass interference on the defense is what the call is. It is going to result in a first down. In high school, it's a 15-yard penalty, not an automatic first down. But it is enough to move the sticks. So Star Valley's offense will stay on the field after a Star Valley Orthodontics first down. Hatterley, the tailback in the backfield, 2 receivers right, 2 receivers left. Hovey in the shotgun. We'll have the drop play to Hatterley. Has some room. 45, 50. Good block downfield by Button. And it's a first down. Great downfield blocking by Dax Button, the wide receiver. And that is what helps Hatterley get enough to move the chains inside Green River territory. This is having a good game early.
Yeah, him and Gaskell both really doing a great job. Gain of 15 yards on that play. So Nathan doubles his rushing total. He's got 4 carries, 30 yards now.
Is there another flag on the play, though? This one might be coming back. It's a hold on the offense. Let's see where that flag was. Must have been back by the line of scrimmage.
I didn't see it.
Yeah, they mark it off. Oh, must have been further downfield because it's just going to be first and 11. So, yeah, it's a little further downfield. So first and 11 after the holding call. Hovey will throw this time. Under pressure, throws right, has a man, caught but tackled immediately is Roman Erickson. He'll be tackled at about the 47-yard line to keep that one to about a 5-yard gain on the out route. Second down and roughly 7 yards to go for the Braves. 11 minutes remain in the second quarter. Star Valley ahead 13-0. They scored on offense with a nice catch in the end zone on the sideline to Sam Gaskell. And then it was Roman Erickson with a pick 6 on the screen play the very next play after that.
Yeah, it's the first play of the ensuing possession for Green River. 6 seconds elapsed between those 2 touchdowns.
10:40 remaining in the second quarter. Second down and 7 for Star Valley from their own 47-yard line. Hatterley in the backfield. Couple tight ends for the Braves. Hand off to Hatterley, goes right. Nice lead block. Hatterley's off to the races, 40, up the sideline and out of bounds near the 30-yard line. Great pulling block to seal that one on the perimeter. And Hatterley had a lot of open turf in front of him. Another Star Valley Orthodontics first down.
He really had some great space to work with there. And this offensive line, Duke, other than Ryan Talbot, there's a lot of guys that were new to the line as far as being a varsity lineman. They have done a terrific job this year. It's a gain of 23 yards.
Trips left side. Hatterley remains in the backfield. Ross Hilton alone on the right. Clock down to 10:24. Here's a pass. Throws short. Caught. And tackled near the 20-yard line. Almost a first down. Roman Erickson another reception. Will give him about 9.5 yards. Just shy of the 20, or right at the 20, it looks like.
And, of course, the old adage is if you got second and short, you take a shot. And so we'll see if Coach Young, although I will say Coach Young typically, he defies being put in a box. Let's just put it that way. So who knows what they're going to do.
No doubt, two tight ends to the left side. Hatterley on that left side hip as well. Two receivers on the right for Hovey in the shotgun. Hovey looks to throw, center, now back to his right, steps up in the pocket, looks for Groom, now he'll tuck it and run. He'll have the first down inside the Riverside Dental Crimson Zone, be tackled about the 15-yard line on the quarterback run. Coverage was good downfield, so Phoenix does it with his legs.
You know, and what's good about that is not only does Phoenix get the 6 yards, but he recognizes he doesn't force that ball into a window. There's been a few times this year where I think he really wants to get it in there and use his arm strength, which he does have a cannon. But that right there, it's like take the 6 yards and go on to the next down.
Now from the Green River 15. Hovey will throw again. Looks left, quickly to Hatterley out of the backfield. Stiff arm, 5-10. What a big move by Hatterley. Caught the ball out of the backfield and put the tackler to the ground with a massive stiff arm. And that's a touchdown for the Braves. 9:13 to go. And Star Valley now leads 19-0.
You know, Duke, on the roster, Nathan is listed as 170 pounds. But I thought this last year on the JV roster as well. He runs so much bigger than what his size would say. 170 pounds, he was not going to be denied on that play. That is a great play.
And the PAT is up and good. Braves lead 20-0, 9:13 in the second on SVI Sports.
In the heart of the Rockies, land is more than property. It's a legacy. Whether you're buying a family ranch, a mountain retreat, or selling farmland, it takes local knowledge and trusted hands. Austin Callison and Andy Neal, licensed in Idaho, Montana, and Wyoming, bring unmatched experience with Hayden Outdoors, the West's premier land brokerage. Hayden Outdoors Real Estate, the brand that sells the land.
At First Bank of Wyoming, we know you're more than just a number. We know the important numbers that matter most, the ones that tell your story. From starting your financial journey to planning for your first home and reaching your family's financial goals, we're here to celebrate your story, not just your transactions. From milestones to memories, we're here to celebrate every moment that counts. When you bank with us, you're part of a community that cares about every number that counts. First Bank of Wyoming, where you're more than a number.
Nathan Hatterley going to be an insurance agent like a good neighbor. Stiff arm is there. Puts his man to the ground and into the end zone as the ensuing Carpus Plus Color Tile PTA kickoff is into the end zone, and it's been all touchbacks for Lawson tonight.
Yeah, he's really been looking good. And Hatterley, you know, we didn't really have to talk about it much, but he had to overcome a holding call on that 15-yard run and really didn't slow the Braves down. He right now he's got 53 total yards on just 5 touches. So Nathan having a good half as well.
Star Valley leads 20-0. They've had 3 touchdowns. The second, the PAT, was blocked by Green River, so that's the 1 point left off the board. 9:13 to go. Green River did pick up a first down on their last possession that began inside Star Valley territory after a turnover on a punt by Star Valley Special Teams. This one, though, will be back at their own 20-yard line. Hintz, shotgun with trips to his right, one receiver wide to the left. 9:13 to go before halftime.
we've seen this a couple times. Just kind of a delay, getting things squared away, and we're not quite sure what the delay is. There we go.
I think it was a chain issue, it looked like, on the far end. Maybe getting things sorted out over there, but ready to go now. 1st and 10 from the 20. Hintz, low snap, collects, looks to throw, has the slant, and knocked out by Button. Playing it perfectly on the corner, reached around the body, and poked it out, incomplete.
Yeah, Dax has had a great game, especially defensively. He's knocked away a couple of those, and right now Maddox hit 7 of 13 here early on, 45 yards through the air, and 1 pick that went the other way for a touchdown.
That incompletion stops the clock at 9:08. Shotgun again for Hintz. Tight end to his right with 2 receivers over there as well. Hands off to his tailback. No, quarterback keeper. He kept it. Breaks 1 tackle and has positive yards up the field to the left sideline for about 3. Tried to bounce it outside and sets up 2nd down and 7 yards to go. 3rd down and 7 yards to go.
3rd down has not been a good down for either team, honestly. Neither team has converted a 3rd down yet. The Wolves are 0 for 4 so far in this contest.
Clock continues to roll, 8:44 to go. 2nd quarter. Braves still leading at 20-0. Green River from their own 28-yard line. Hard count by Hintz. Nobody moves. Looks back to the sideline. Mazer is the slot left. You have Dodson wide to the left. 2 receivers up on top to the right as well. Trevor Johnson in the backfield. No tight ends as Hintz will throw. Looks left, back center, flushed out of the pocket. Broken sack and can't get away from Will Linford though. Will is there. Other help comes in, and that will be a sack. Linford made sure he didn't get away, or Talbot made sure he didn't get away. Linford will get the sack.
It's a loss of 8. Yeah, the Star Valley defense has been in the backfield all night, and in fact, yeah, things haven't been great as far as the yardage back there, but they could be worse. Hintz has actually escaped a couple of times and completed passes downfield. He's nifty back there. Otherwise, the situation would be even worse.
1 man to return a punt on 4th and long. That's Ikaika Cope. He's standing at his own 42-yard line. And punting from his own end zone. Green River does get it away. Star Valley went for the block but couldn't get it. It's going to be a short kick. Will bounce across the 30. And Star Valley too dangerously close again to it off the hop. They've already turned it over once. And that time it takes a Green River bounce to the 40-yard line where it's down there, 1st and 10 for the Braves starting in Green River territory.
I would not be surprised if somebody got a finger on that. That did not go very far. So, there's a lot of pressure there. In fact, seeing that come off his foot at all, I thought that was going to be a block as deep as the Braves got back in the backfield.
1st and 10 for Star Valley in Green River territory from the Wolves' 40-yard line. Braves leading at 20-0. 7 minutes, 26 seconds remain in the 2nd quarter. Play being held up here again as official standing over the ball now gives the okay signal. Looks like Caleb Erickson in the backfield here as Cope goes in motion. Throw ahead to Ikaika. Has a nice block on the outside. Here goes Cope. Cope to the sideline, 20, and tackled inside the 20-yard line. Ikaika for a big run on 1st down to make a Star Valley Orthodontics 1st down.
He's shown some good speed this year when he's had the chance to get in. So, yeah, he's all the way down to the red zone. They're going to put it at the 15, so a gain of 25 on that little push pass.
And look at all those linemen down there as well, blocking all the way downfield on the sideline.
Well, one of the things that the program has really pushed is trying to be happy for the success of others, and you can see that in the way they block.
Brennan Barber back in the backfield with Hatterley. Play action, rolling, looking downfield. Nobody open for Hovey, has to come back and just goes down. Couldn't find anybody open downfield. Defense was collapsing in on him, and he just took the sack for a 3, maybe even a 4-yard loss.
Yeah, about 4 yards there for Phoenix, -4. He's still in the positive right now, 4 carries, 2 yards.
Spot the ball at the 19-yard line, so still inside the Riverside Dental Crimson Zone. 6 minutes and 36 seconds before halftime. Braves up 20-0.
And again, I'll just say this, that's, that is not the fun play, but it's the smart play.
Will Linford tight end right, Gaskell tight end left. Two receivers on the left as well with Hatterley in the backfield. Shotgun again on second down and long. Hovey will throw. Play action, stepping up left, has to flush back to his right. Now he'll step up and fire into the end zone and over the head of everybody. And the coverage has been good the last couple of plays.
Well, and even on that play, that was pretty well covered. Phoenix threw that kind of back of the end zone and high. That's kind of your way of a quarterback being able to tell your receiver, go get this if you can. But yeah, really good coverage back there.
Incompletion will stop the clock at 6 minutes and 5 seconds remaining in the second quarter. And a third down and 14 here for the Braves offense. Inside the Riverside Dental Crimson zone at the 19-yard line. Trips to the left side. Ross Hilton alone on the right side. Hovey, play action. Throws deep into the end zone, and was it hauled in? It is a touchdown. Dax Button up the left sideline, man-to-man coverage. Have a game, Dax. That one counts for 6, and the Braves now lead 26-0.
19-yard score, and boy, Dax went up and snagged that one. And that's another issue, or another thing about this receiving corps. You've seen Roman do it. Obviously, Cooper does it. Travis Thompson, they go up and they high point this ball. They do a terrific job as a receiver group.
Comes with 5:58 to go. Low snap, but a great job by Ross. Actually, it is Ross Hilton, the holder, and he did a good job getting that set. Braves lead 27-0 back in 30 seconds on the SVI Sports Network.
You're watching Star Valley High School football on the SVI Sports Network.
Into the end zone to Dax Button. Pass from Phoenix Hovey. Dax high pointed the ball on the far side. Got it in the end zone for 6 points, and the Braves lead 27-0. Here's the ensuing Carpus Plus color tile kickoff from Tate Lawson. 5 minutes, 58 seconds remain in the second quarter in Green River tonight. Braves leading the Wolves as Lawson will boot this one. And it will again bounce inside the 5 and go into the end zone for another touchback for Lawson tonight. Let's send it out to Jake Hibbert for a Lincoln County Weed and Pest Studio report on Douglas and Torrington tonight.
Thank you, guys. So Torrington, the home team, goes up 7-0 early on. This is Douglas returning. A nice little sweep around by Owen Meyer from 13 yards out. Douglas on top, guys, 21-7. Back to you.
Thank you, Jake. Here in this game, under 6 minutes remains before halftime. 27-0 is the score. Star Valley on top of Green River. It is Wolves basketball. They'll have it 1st and 10 from their own 20. It's been all touchbacks tonight for Tate.
Phoenix Hovey in the first half, 10 of 13, 135 yards and 3 touchdowns. The 4th touchdown came courtesy of Roman Erickson on a pick 6.
And here's a quarterback keeper up the middle, nowhere to go. Tackle for no gain on the play. Maddox Hintz, the ball carrier. He's the quarterback and actually came into this game the leading rusher for this Green River offense, and he's been bottled up tonight for sure.
Well, here's kind of an example of how tough it's been running against the Star Valley defense. That was the 8th carry of the night for the Green River Wolves. They have minus 20 yards at this point on 8 carries.
Clock continues to move. 5 minutes, 25 seconds in the second quarter. Hintz again, shotgun, motions one man over from right to left to set up trips on that side. Now the bubble screen, caught by Taylor. He breaks one tackle, spins away from another one, and he then knocked out of bounds. And they've kept Dax Taylor pretty bottled up. That one he does get 7 yards on the carry, on the reception.
You're right, though, Duke. That's just his second catch of the night, totaling 19 yards. Came into tonight with 57 catches, almost 900 yards.
3rd and 3 for the Wolves offense. 4:50 remaining in the second quarter.
Neither team has converted a 3rd down tonight. Wolves 0 for 5.
This will be spotted at their own 27-yard line. Hintz will throw. Looks for the short route. Caught, but tackled immediately. And I don't think it's going to be enough for the first down. Travis Thompson made the quick tackle as Dax Taylor elevated to get it. He's actually tackled at the line of scrimmage, so no gain on the reception.
And, we talk about Dax Button, Travis Thompson, of course, no Cooper Lancaster tonight, but that defensive secondary, they are super tough. They are right on top of things. And then, oh, by the way, that middle layer, you've got guys like Crew Morgan and then Dylan Hershey, who has more defensive touchdowns than a lot of people have offensive touchdowns this year. This is a salty defense.
4th down, 3 yards to go. Punt team comes out for Green River. Travis Thompson will go back to return the kick. Star Valley again goes for the block. They can't get there in time. Another short punt. Will bounce at the 50, take another Green River hop. This time Star Valley gets away from it, and it'll be a good punt after the roll all the way down to the Star Valley 36-yard line.
Jake Stanton, 25, he was kind of waving his hands. See if he can get an extra inch out of that thing. I like that.
Star Valley
everything you can do, young man.
Star Valley gets the ball back with 3 minutes, 42 seconds before halftime. Braves do have 3 timeouts at their disposal if needed, and they'll have a 59-yard field in front of them. Looks like Barber back in the backfield with Hatterley. And we haven't seen Watson tonight.
No, we haven't. What if they're letting Kyan get all the way rested for next week?
Here's a handoff to Hatterley. Pulling guards, cuts upfield, has the first down, and near midfield, trying to push the pile forward, does, and gets across midfield and all the way to the Green River 45-yard line on the extra push with the pile. That's going to be a Star Valley Orthodontics first down for Hatterley.
19 yards for Nathan on that carry, and he has been picking up yardage in chunks. 5 carries, 57 yards on the ground, 1 catch, 15 yards through the air, and a touchdown, 72 yards on 6 touches.
Akaika Cope subs back into the game to play the tailback. Preston Ross down to the right side, 2 receivers, trips up top to the left. 1st and 10 for the Braves. Hard count. Defense jumps off sides. Free 5 yards for the offense. So it'll be 1st and 5 now from the Green River 40-yard line.
3rd penalty totaling 25 yards for the Wolves. If you're the Wolf faithful, that one of those penalties they really disliked, and I think they were correct on that, but it's the way it went tonight.
3 minutes remaining before halftime. Star Valley with the football. 1st and 5 for the Green River 40. Braves leading at 27-0. Hovey will throw, looks left, back right, goes down the field to Ross, and he has it. 10-5 touchdown. Preston Ross on the slant, and that's a 40-yard catch and run to the house for Preston Ross, and the Braves put on another one.
Man, this was a laser. Watch this from Phoenix Hovey. You know what? I take that back. He dropped that in over the coverage as well. That is a heck of a throw from Phoenix Hovey, his 4th touchdown pass of the first half.
And hitting multiple targets as he does so. As the ensuing PAT has Star Valley up 33-0. Snap is good, hold is good, kick is good. Braves 34, Wolves zip. 2:50 before half on SVI.
Miles CPA is your trusted partner for all tax-related matters. Our professional and qualified accountants ensure you keep and get back as much of your hard-earned money as possible. Whether you're an employee or business owner, rely on our tax experts for precision and expertise. Visit us in Afton or Alpine, or call 307-885-0055 to schedule your consultation. Secure your financial future with Miles CPA.
Live coverage of Braves football continues now on the SVI Sports Network.
Preston Ross, 40-yard touchdown reception, 4th passing touchdown of the game for Phoenix Hovey. Ensuing kick again into the end zone. And so all touchbacks for Lawson tonight. The Braves lead 34-0 with 2:50 to go before halftime.
So Duke, Phoenix Hovey in this first half, 11 of 14, 175 yards, 4 touchdowns. Of his 11 completions, 9 different receivers.
Wow.
4 different touchdown scorers. Very definition of a spread. If you're somebody in the stands yelling at Star Valley to spread it around, you need to leave. Just get out. You're not paying attention.
First and 10 for Green River. Ball spotted on their own 20-yard line. 34-0 on the Bank of Star Valley scoreboard. 2:50 to play before halftime. Wolves looking for some sort of spark here on offense late in the half. Up trips to the left side for Hintz again in the shotgun. Trevor Johnson's in the backfield with him. One receiver up top is Kubel. Look that way. Flushed out of the pocket. He'll have to run and picks up maybe just a yard with forward progress. Maybe 2 yards on the quarterback keeper for Hintz, flushed out of the pocket. No, they actually keep going to 3 yards, looks like. 2nd and 7.
You know, credit Maddox Hintz, because, you know, going into this game, you're going up against a team that doesn't give up a lot of yardage. You're going to get hit a few times, and he's been pretty brave. He's been elusive, and he's been tough. Picking up, those are tough yards right there.
2nd down and 7. All spotted up to their own 23. Man in motion is Taylor. Goes from left all the way to the right. Now the snap, look to the left. Caught on the out route by Mazer. No, dropped it. He was open on the out route, clear out the flat, but incomplete. You stop the clock at 2:03.
You put yourself in Mazer's shoes. This is the way that he was trying to bring that in. His back was going to be to the defense, and he was probably thinking, am I going to take one between the shoulder blades? Do I have time to turn? And he's doing all that while he's trying to bring in that catch and just couldn't quite complete the process.
3rd and 7 now for Green River. Long huddle for the Wolves. Clock is stopped at 2 minutes and 3 seconds to go. Late in the second quarter. Now Hintz will break the huddle and line up in the shotgun once again.
Wolves 0 for 6 on 3rd down tonight.
4 receivers split, 2 on each side. Now motion again is Taylor from right to the left to set up on the slot. Hintz rolls and breaks one tackle in the backfield. Now Hintz is going to run, has a man down the field, and it's caught at the 40. Running is Kubel, being chased to the 20 and tackled inside the 15-yard line. Preston Ross makes the tackle. It looked like Hintz was going to come up and run, and the defensive backs bid on it. They came up to make the tackle. Kubel sneaks behind him. Hintz able to find him, and all the way down to the 13-yard line on the reception for the Green River Wolves.
Well, there was nobody out there. He was by himself. The fact that Preston Ross tracked him down actually deserves an attaboy. I thought that was 6 for sure.
1st and 10 after the 64-yard completion down the far sideline. Now inside the red zone. Under center will be Maddox Hintz. I formation behind him. 1 receiver left, 1 to the right. Hand off to the tailback, hit in the backfield and brought down immediately. A nice tackle for loss by Keeman Philliby in the backfield. A junior, 6 foot, cool 190 for Philliby, making an impact in the game. 1 yard loss on the play, 2nd and 11. Same formation. Play action this time. Hit in the backfield and brought down for a sack on the play. It was a play action for Hintz. As soon as he turned around, it was Roman Erickson right there for him. Hintz did not have a chance.
Just nowhere to go.
So that'll set up 3rd down and 22, it looks like. Pushes the ball all the way back to the 26-yard line. And Green River needs the 4 to convert.
Well, they had a bigger play than this when they converted the last 3rd down as Kubel got behind the Star Valley defense. That was really set up by Hintz's ability to escape the pressure, though. He's done that a couple times tonight.
24 seconds and counting remaining before halftime. 3rd and long. Long huddle for Green River. They'll set up the screen. Hintz under pressure. Hit as he throws. Lobbed it up there, and it is caught. It will be shy of the yard to gain. No, it's knocked out. Coming up to make the hit was Dylan Hershey, and his hit knocks the ball loose. It was thrown up as Hintz was going down. Incompletion does stop the clock at 12.1 seconds. And it looks like the field goal unit will run out for the Green River Wolves.
Yeah, Braxton Doak, it looked like maybe initially that he was able to reel that in, at least from our vantage point. The Braves right on the scene said, no way, and they were correct.
So Doak will attempt the field goal here. It'll be about a 43-yarder from the right hash mark. 12 seconds remain, and Green River trying to get on the board with a long field goal at the end of the half. Here's the kick, and it's blocked. Blocked by Star Valley. Loose ball picked up by the Braves. Scooped at the 50 and tackled there with 3 seconds remaining. Didn't see who got their paw on it, but it was blocked.
I think Zach Thompson recovered it, and I want to say it was Roman Erickson on the block. Sorry.
So Green River does not get a good look at the kick. And back on defense after Star Valley scooped it up off the block, and they return it back to the 49-yard line, the Star Valley 49. So 1st and 10 for Star Valley. They'll have 51 yards to go. We'll see if Coach Young just sends this to the locker room or if he tries something downfield. The Braves leading at 34-0. Looks like Covey is in the shotgun. Caleb Erickson in the backfield. From the 49, what time for one play before halftime. Man in motion. Throw ahead to the motion man. Cut up field, 50, room, back inside, hit, and will be brought down as time expires across the 30-yard line. I believe it was Mason Pack on the reception. Give him quite a few yards as time expires, and that will send us to halftime. Star Valley with the lead, 34-0 on the Simplot Smoky Canyon Mine halftime show, bringing Earth Resources to life. Visit Simplot.com. That is Simplot.com. We'll jump right into the halftime highlights with Jake Hibbert. Here's the Lincoln County Weed and Pest Studio Report. Help keep Star Valley beautiful. Please spray knapweed at your homes and businesses. Contact the Lincoln County Weed and Pest for details. Jake, out to you.
Hey, thank you so much. So it's the last day of the regular season. A lot of stuff, like I said in the pregame, has been decided, but a couple of seeds, mostly out east, and most namely who Star Valley will be playing on the line today. Well, Torrington not out of it yet, but basically they need a three-way tie. Douglas trying to get maybe up to the number 2. All Lander has to do is win. You know what? Let's get into the highlights. Let's take a look at what's happened so far, and we will start in 3A, where here's the situation. Whichever Bronx team wins, they're the number 2 seed. Early on, here we see Cash McFadden finding a wide open tight end up the middle. Go! He'd come down, but they would score, and that would put Cody up 6-0. Here's Jackson coming back. Look at this early on. A nice little pitch out left side for the touchdown. Grant Johnson finds Jake Simmons. And so that gives Jackson a 7-6 lead. Then Cash McFadden. You guys remember Damian Sander? Well, he's still fast, and that put Cody up ahead 12-6. And then Cash McFadden. This was on 2nd and goal, folks. 2nd and goal. Grant Johnson looking. You don't want to find the other quarterback in the end zone. He takes it all the way back, 102 yards. I'm going to call that pick 6. Look at him goes, 34-7 right now. Cody leading Jackson. Let's jump into Riverton Rollins. This game doesn't mean anything, but look at this. It's the thick 6. That is Caden Liebrick with the touchdown. Say it with me again. The thick 6. Look at that. He didn't have to run far, but not a bad catch. He may be on the hands team one day. 42-0, Riverton rolling. This is the game we were talking about earlier. And Torrington's at home. They take the pitch out left side and got off to a quick start. That is a direct snap to Landry Griman, who took it 51 yards for the touchdown. Torrington led it at that point 7-0. Then Douglas comes in with their end around touchdown, and they've been rolling ever since. It's halftime, 21-7. Here is Buffalo and Lander. You can see the score up there. Buffalo score first, but look at this fade. Paxton Hollingshead finds the freshman Tanner Gwinna in the back corner. So he's a freshman. 21-3. Lander leading. It's half there. It's ignore that score. That's Powell and Evanston, and a pitch out left side. Bridger Roberts gives Evanston a 21-0 lead. Hey, we had Mountain View and Lyman today. The Bridger Valley Bowl, and Justice Platts had 5 touchdowns. This was my favorite. From the 40 all the way down to the end zone. He's gone, folks, and he broke about 8 tackles. Mountain View wins that one big 33-7. And then Sheridan en route right now over Laramie. A little read option, give it up the middle to Crow. That was who was that on the it was it's a new guy, Braxton Crow on the tackle, getting that one in. And right here, we've got this clip right here. It is a Zapruder film that the Cheyenne Central game is actually happening. But other than that, it's a mystery. That's on KFBC. They said they were the number. Anyways, back to you guys.
Thank you, Jake Kibber. That's the studio report here at the half, presented by the Lincoln County Weed and Pest. Star Valley with the lead in the break, 34-0 on the SBI Sports Network with the Simplot Smoky Canyon Mine halftime show.
Silver Star is proud to announce a new service, Smart Town Wi-Fi. In partnership with the City of Afton, Silver Star is now offering a free, secure Wi-Fi experience in the City Park and downtown corridor of Afton, Wyoming. More locations will roll out soon, so register your device and experience the difference with Silver Star's Smart Town Wi-Fi in Afton. To get started, visit silverstar.com/smarttown. That's silverstar.com/smarttown.
At Fall River Propane, we're not just your propane provider. We're the ones who make sure life keeps moving. Fall River Propane. Experience the difference.
Discover the thrill of adventure with Salt River Motors, your go-to destination for Polaris side-by-sides, four-wheelers, and sleds. Gear up with premium off-road gear and accessories. And when you are on the road, Salt River Motors keeps you moving with a full automotive service department for tires, shocks, brakes, and comprehensive repair and general maintenance. Visit Salt River Motors on Highway 89 south of Etna or online at saltrivermotors.com.
Discover the convenience and reliability of Star Valley Disposal and Royal Flush Septic for all your waste management needs. We offer comprehensive services, including residential and commercial trash removal, septic pump outs, and a variety of porta potty options with optional cleaning schedules. Trust us for efficient and professional solutions. Visit StarValleyDisposal.com to schedule your service. That's StarValleyDisposal.com.
Halftime coverage is presented by Simplot Smoky Canyon Mine, supporting local families and communities. Visit Simplot.com.
34-0 Star Valley at the break at Green River High School tonight. This one wrapping up the regular season for both these teams. Postseason next week. Both teams will be in the postseason regardless of the outcome of this game. Star Valley will be the 1 seed. Green River will be the 4 seed. And if scores hold, then it's going to be Buffalo next week in Afton for Star Valley. We've seen that one just a couple of years ago, actually.
Yeah, and Buffalo actually played the Braves fairly tough. I think 30-19 was that final. That quarterfinal round, you had better have your chin strap buckled up and ready to go. You just don't know what you're going to get.
Well, here in this one, it's been all Star Valley. The Braves did turn it over on downs on their first possession of the game. But since then, they've been able to move the ball at will, and they've been able to score at will, 34-0. Currently in this one.
Just an incredibly efficient first half for the Braves. You used the term at will, and that's exactly what it felt like. Felt like whatever play they wanted to call, they got it to work, and that kind of started with the very first play of the game. It was a hook and ladder from Zach Thompson to Ryan Talbot. your returning All-State nose tackle. So that worked, and so at that point you're like, well, if that can work, then anything can work, and it pretty much has.
Take a look at that score deep in the numbers with the Battleson Brothers Flooring halftime battle stats.
Well, first for the Green River Wolves, Maddox Hintz, I have him 10 of 19, 116 yards through the air, and the running game has been dismal for the Wolves in this first half. 11 carries, minus 26 yards. Doing most of the damage in that first half, Irie Kubel. He had 4 catches, 81 yards. Of course, he had that big one that was over 60 yards. It kind of pumped those numbers up. Overall, so the Wolves have 116 through the air, minus 26 on the ground, and a total of 90 yards overall in that first half. For the Braves, as I said, very efficient. Phoenix Hovey, 12 of 15 to 9 different receivers, and 201 yards, 4 touchdowns in that first half. The other touchdown came from Roman Erickson as he had a 20-yard pick six on defense. The other touchdowns through the air went to Nathan Hatterley, Sam Gaskell, Dax Button, and Preston Ross. And doing most of the biggest play of the first half was a 40-yard pitch and catch from Hovey to Ross for the touchdown. Most of the yardage in the first half, a high yardage mark, was Nathan Hatterley. 6 touches for 72 yards and a touchdown, most of that on the ground, where he ran 5 times for 57 yards. So 201 through the air, 70 on the ground for a total of 271 in that first half for the Star Valley Braves. And that's a look at your halftime battle stats.
Presented by Battleson Brothers Carpet One Floor and Home, where you'll find quality, price, and service. Located a block south of the Arch in Afton. That is Battleson Brothers Flooring. Again, Star Valley leading at 34-zip as part of the Simplot Smoky Canyon Mine halftime show. Before we go to break, let's see if we can give away some free swirl from Star of 89 and your halftime trivia question.
Well, our question tonight, this man won 83 games as the Star Valley Braves head coach, but also went 12-7 as the head coach of the Green River Wolves during the 1967 and 68 seasons. Who is he? 307-203-4637. The first correct answer wins himself a gift certificate to Star of 89 and Swirl. You can spend that however you want.
Fireworks go off here at halftime at Green River High School as they wrap up their band performance on a senior night. And again, the first correct answer on that trivia question wins the gift card to Swirl and Star of 89. 307-203-4637. Well, let's take a 3-minute break here, and we'll return with more halftime coverage presented by Simplot Smoky Canyon Mine.
Hi, I'm Mitch here at the Lincoln County Weed and Pest. Give me a call at 307-885-WEED, and I can get you some brochures on your knapweed, or I can get you in touch with somebody who can help you spray it or take care of it.
Hi, I'm Travis with the Lincoln County Weed and Pest. This is going to be a community effort on all of our parts to do what we can to stop the spread of this invasive species. Spotted knapweed is not a plant we want in our community.
Live coverage of Star Valley Sports on the SVI Sports Network is made possible by TerraPower, a nuclear
place that gave me an opportunity to come here and play the game that I love.
Some start as dreamers, even after they're turned down again and again. But everyone deserves a chance to prove themselves.
You know, this is the place that gave me an opportunity to come here and play the game that I love.
At the University of Wyoming, we're the team that believes you can do anything. This is where underdogs come to shine and where real MVPs are made.
Sage, come back! Wait.
Green River Wolves. Now let's see how Star Valley's done so far with those keys to the game presented by SVI News.
Well, first key was no turnovers. Braves had that special teams muff punt. They lost that one, but other than that, they're still ahead in the turnover category. I was looking for 200 and 200 rushing on offense, rushing on defense. Well, they're already there on the passing side of things, 201 in that first half. I would assume you'll see a few more runs in the second half, but time will tell. Don't give up the big pass play. Only one. They did that once. And Irie Kubel went for over 60 yards, although the Wolves did not score on that drive, obviously. And then pressure on the Green River quarterback. They've certainly done that. Hintz has escaped a few times, but also been sacked several times as well. So the Braves doing pretty well on the SVI News keys to the game.
Have you downloaded the SVI News app? It's free on Android and Apple devices. Just search for SVI News. How about that halftime trivia question? Let's see if we have an answer and a winner tonight.
And our question tonight was, this man won 83 games as the Star Valley Braves head coach, but also went 12-7 as the head coach of the Green River Wolves during the 1967 and 68 seasons. Who is he? The answer is Mr. Jerry Hart. Coach Hart, in fact, took the Star Valley job the very next year, 1969. So definitely a connection here between these two programs. And do we have a winner?
That we do. A lot of correct answers coming in tonight, of course. But the first correct answer, winner, and phone number ends in 2356. 2356. If you texted in Coach Jerry Hart, congratulations. You've won that gift certificate courtesy of Swirl and Star of 89 in downtown Afton. You can swing by SVI Media and pick up your certificate. Next week, Jerry Hart is the answer. That is all part of the halftime trivia question presented by Swirl and Star of 89. Check them out on their social media pages. The Giftery and Swirl now have their own social media handles, and you can find them there to stay up to date on their products. Of course, the soup of the week, and also their Froyo flavors for each and every week with Swirl and the Giftery, all part of Star of 89. At the break, the Braves leading it 34-0 with the Simplot Smoky Canyon Mine halftime show on the SBI Sports Network.
The leaves are falling, and so are our tire prices. Right now at Point S Tire and Auto Service, save up to $200 on select Falcon, Toyo, Nexen, Hankook, and Nokian tire. Whether you're taking a scenic drive, heading to football games, or making the daily commute, we have the right tires at the right price with no stress. Stop by PointStire.com or your local Point S today.
Because if you were kind of younger, but it was weird, part way or.
I think being in a small town, you just really care and you take more pride in the work that you do because you're working with your neighbors. These are people that you see out in the community. You know, you see them at kids sporting events and parent-teacher conferences and the grocery store. You know, these are our neighbors.
One of the reasons that people also come back to us is they trust us because we are friends, we are family. And so I think there's a lot of trust in the community.
Ever wish you could be the boss of your home Wi-Fi? Well, with HomeZone by Silver Star, now you can. It's like having your own Wi-Fi command center right in your pocket. Whether it's setting up a guest network for visitors, controlling what your kids can access, or checking your connection speed, HomeZone has you covered. With Protect IQ, you'll have a virtual bodyguard for your Wi-Fi, blocking unwanted threats before they reach your devices. HomeZone by Silver Star. Wi-Fi control, coverage, and security all in one.
Discover your future with Simplot, where a multitude of career opportunities await. Whether you're interested in mining, agriculture, engineering, technology, manufacturing, management, or a number of additional options, Simplot offers not just a job, but a truly satisfying and rewarding career. Explore our diverse range of positions and find where you belong. Visit Simplot.com to view available positions locally and across the United States. That's Simplot.com, a world of career opportunities opportunities.
This is the Simplot Smoky Canyon Mine halftime show, bringing Earth's resources to life. Visit Simplot.com.
Appreciate Simplot Smoky Canyon Mine sponsoring halftime coverage on the SVI Sports Network. Join the Simplot team. You can find local job openings that are available both here in western Wyoming and eastern Idaho and also around the entire nation, if not the world, at Simplot Smoky Canyon Mine. Duke Dance and Dal Erickson here with you. Claire Myers is down on the field for the Miles CPA sideline report. Let's send it down to Claire. She had a chance to catch up with Coach Young to get his thoughts on the first half. Claire.
Thanks, guys. I was able to catch Coach Young and get a couple of his thoughts. Some things that's been going well in the first half, according to Young, include pass rushing the quarterback Phoenix Hovey and his great throws, and that lots of different guys have been involved. A couple of adjustments that he hopes to make in the second half include staying healthy on the field, giving some other guys a chance to play, and just keep getting better as the game progresses. His main goal for the next half is to stay healthy and keep getting better. It's been a great half, and I can't wait to watch the end of the game. Back to you.
Thank you, Claire Myers. That's the Miles CPA sideline report located in Afton and in Alpine. Call Miles CPA at 885-0055. Braves just now returning from the locker room and taking the field with some halftime coverage continuing here from Simplot Smoky Canyon Mine. Senior night tonight for Green River, so an extended halftime being allowed for them. Claire mentioned that in that report now from Coach Young, just how well they've been able to spread the ball out. That's something you mentioned. Hovey is really giving the ball to a lot of different players tonight.
Well, and you go back to last week, 25 different players either had at least one rush or one catch in last week's game against Evanston. In this first half of this one, 9 different players have caught at least one pass from Phoenix on 12 completions. So, I mean, you really can't spread it around much more than that. I mean, I've covered a lot of teams that didn't have 9 people catch a pass for the season, let alone do it in a half. So, I mean, yeah, the Braves have just they've done whatever they've wanted, and they've certainly gotten anybody involved that they've chosen to do.
Star Valley leading here in the Simplot Smoky Canyon Mine halftime, 34-0. And I believe Star Valley gets the ball first, too, right out of the half, correct?
Nope, they started with it.
Yep, so it will be Star Valley kicking off when we resume play here into the third quarter. It looks more and more likely like it will be Buffalo in Afton next week for the opening round of the playoffs. Star Valley will be hosting them. They leave it up to the teams to decide if they play on Friday or Saturday. Typically it's a Friday. They'll leave the time up in the air for the teams to decide as well. So to be determined on when that will take place.
The way that works is the two schools get together, the activities directors, and they try and agree on a time. And a lot of times they are able to, but if they can't, then it defaults to like 7 o'clock. In this case, I imagine they're going to get that moved up a little bit because that's a healthy drive from wherever to come into Afton, but that's kind of how that works. So we'll have to wait and see till everything's all solidified to find out when that kickoff's going to be.
We need an earlier kickoff because you got to go to Nightmare on the Farm next Friday night, don't you?
Yeah.
Aren't you going to Nightmare on the Farm?
I go all the time.
Nightmare on the Farm had their kids' night tonight. Hope that went well. And then tomorrow night they open up the Haunted Maze.
I usually get boned up on caffeine before I go, so I'm all jittery too. That's like one of my jams. I do that.
A lot of people love it. Nightmare on the Farm. That's tomorrow night. They'll open things up next Friday and Saturday as well, located just west of Kodiak Mountain Resort outside of Afton for Nightmare on the Farm. It's a really, really cool thing. Go support it. Star Valley wrapping up the Simplot Smoky Canyon Mine halftime show. Braves will be kicking off to the Green River Wolves on senior night for Green River. Green River in their dark blacks and green. Star Valley in their road crimson helmets, white jerseys, and gold pants. So the Braves will be on defense to open up the half with a 34-0 lead.
And since it's the Border War tomorrow, I am 99% sure those are the Wyoming Cowboy gold pants that they got from the universities. They have the bucking horse on one of the legs. So
nice.
They wore those for the first time last season when what did Jake call it? The potato run? the first month of the season where they play
against
all
the Idaho schools. Yeah,
that was clever. I like that. So they kind of went with hey, we're going to represent the 307. They wore a sticker a few years ago for that same reason. So yeah, Braves will kick off here. Just FYI, some scores here at the half. Cody up on Jackson, 41-14. Riverton over Rollins, 49-0. Landers up on Buffalo, 21-3. And Douglas leading Torrington, 21-10.
Lawson out to boot it away for Star Valley to open up the second half. That's it for the Simplot Smoky Canyon Mine halftime show. Supporting local families and communities with an intense focus on safety. Join them at simplot.com. Tate Lawson back to kick this one away. Star Valley leading at 34-0, 12 minutes on the board. Green River will hope to open up the half with some good things offensively. Lawson gets the whistle. He's had all touchbacks tonight. This one will be booted deep again. Looks like another great kick, and it is into the end zone and back out to the 20 for Green River offensively.
Tate's really been putting toe to leather tonight. I think they've all been touchbacks, correct?
Every one of them. No chance of a return. It will be 1st and 10 now for Green River. Maddox Hintz trying to get something going for the Green River offense.
Dax Taylor, 3 catches, 19 yards. Irie Kubal, 4 catches, 81 yards. They did the bulk of the yardage through the air as receivers for the Wolves in that first half.
Button playing left side corner right now. Zach Thompson, right side corner. You have Dylan Hershey as the free safety. Strong safety in the backfield is Travis Thompson. Braves on defense, 1st and 10. From their own 20-yard line, Maddox Hintz in the shotgun. Quarterback keeper, fake the pass upfield for a 1-yard gain. Solo tackle just beyond the line of scrimmage for Will Linford. 1-yard gain, 2nd and 9.
Will has been a staple in the backfield tonight. He's been all over the place chasing Maddox Hintz tonight. Hintz came into this game leading this team in rushing for Green River, 340 yards on the ground. So far tonight, 9 carries, minus 19 yards. It's been that kind of night.
Braxton wide to the left for Green River. It looks like Kubel, the slot on the left, 2 receivers on the right as well. Shotgun set once again for Hintz with Johnson in the backfield. Pressure comes off the edge. Hintz throws deep and looking downfield and out, overthrown Dax Taylor. Taylor cut upfield, laid out and try and get under that one, but could not. Incomplete. 3rd and 9 up and coming now.
Hintz absolutely put some air under that, seeing if Taylor could run under it just a little bit too far.
Clock will stop at 11 minutes and 9 seconds remaining in the third quarter. And the Braves defense looking for a 3 and out to open up second half play. Hintz again in the shotgun. Looks to throw left, right, now center. Caught, nope, dropped through the hands of Irie Kubel and incomplete to make it 4th and 9 for Green River from their own 21-yard line.
Green River now 1 of 9 on 3rd down. They are 1 of 2 on 4th down, should they opt to go for this, which would be surprising, but
Braxton will come out to punt it away.
It's like Cope and Thompson back to receive this.
They'll be standing inside their own 40. Star Valley has gone after the punt for a couple of times. Looks like this time they will not. They'll play return. They still almost get to it, but knock the punter down. That's going to be a flag. It is returned at the 45 by Cope. He is tackled there and gets forward progress maybe to the 46 for a 1-yard return. We'll see what kind of penalty this is, though, as Star Valley only rushed 3. They still got to the punter and knocked him down after he kicked it away.
Well, they have been so close to blocking some punts tonight. This time, looks like they may have got a little too close.
We'll see what kind of penalty this ends up being. It is going to be...
Well, he's going to make the personal foul signal, so kind of already tells
like
us.
He started that way. Yep. Personal foul, that's going to be a 1st down for Green River. So the penalty keeps the defense on the field for Star Valley. Green River's offense comes back out. They'll have 1st and 10 across the 30 now.
3rd penalty totaling 31 yards for the Braves. Not a lot of penalties in this game. one too many on the Wolves if you're a Green River fan. Yeah. Dayton going back to a pass interference call earlier that was probably a phantom.
15-yard penalty from the 36-yard line. 1st and 10 now for Green River. Clock rolls down to 10:53 to play in the third quarter. Star Valley still ahead, 34-0. Quarterback keeper up the middle. Gets positive yards near the 40, tackled about the 38-39. Let's just give him 2 yards to the 38 to make it 2nd down and 8 to go.
Pretty sure that was Dane Jensen. Yeah, Dane Jensen in on that tackle, number 58.
Hintz breaks the huddle in the shotgun. Johnson back there with him again. 2 receivers on both sides. Clock rolls down to 10:20 to go in the third quarter. Braves ahead, 34-0. Hintz calls for the ball. Looks to throw, 4-step drop, now steps up, and he's hit and will be brought down. Another sack, this one from Will Walker. His first sack of the night. It will set him back to a 3rd and 11 situation now.
Loss of 3 on that one. Yeah, Will Walker, number 52 in there, making that stop. And you can see Hintz, he was trying to find that seam and step up in the pocket. There was just nowhere for him to go.
Ball spotted back to the Green River 35-yard line. Clock continues to run in the third quarter, down to 9.5 minutes remaining on the Bank of Star Valley scoreboard.
Wolves 1 of 9 on 3rd down tonight.
Trips to the left side for Hintz. Johnson in the backfield, 1 receiver wide to the right. Hintz looks left, fading, throws, and almost intercepted. That went right to Thompson. Miscommunication, and the receiver not there. Thompson had a pick right in his hands, but dropped it, and it's 4th and 11. Punt team back out.
Yeah, Thompson with a look of betrayal at the palms of his hands there. He thought he had another one.
As it is, the clock will stop at 9 minutes and 17 seconds remaining in the third. And barring another penalty on the punt, Star Valley will get the ball back. It will be their first possession of the third quarter.
We just saw Cope and Thompson back there a minute ago.
They're standing inside their own 25-yard line. Braxton clean snap. This one's a clean kick, no penalty. It's going to push over to Thompson. He'll let it bounce. Star Valley gets away from it. Rolls around to the sideline, and it's down by Green River at about the 33-yard line. 1st and 10 for Star Valley, right at the 33. 9:08 to go in the third quarter. Braves with their first offensive possession of the second half, and a 34-0 lead. Ball will be spotted on the left side hash mark. And we'll see Hovey in the offense back out. Looks like Caleb Erickson will play in the backfield on this play. You have Gaskell tight end to the left. Roman in tight as a receiver on the left. Preston Ross up top. Ross in motion. It's actually Button in motion. Fake to him, then hand off to Erickson. Caleb breaks tackle. Here goes Erickson. 50, 40, one man to beat to the 30, 20. Has a blocker to put him in the end zone. Touchdown. Caleb Erickson to the house up the middle. One play in the half for the offense, and they strike. Touchdown.
67-yard touchdown for Caleb. And shout out to Will Walker, who almost had about a 50-yard touchdown himself last week. He got down there to make sure that last would-be Green River tackler never got the chance.
When I interviewed Caleb, one thing he said is he loves to hit people. That time, no contact to the end zone without a finger laid on him. And the kick is low, and it goes right to the feet of the line of scrimmage. No good on the PAT, but the Braves lead 40-0 on the SVI Sports Network.
E&H Auto in Afton has been serving the Star Valley community for over 10 years. With a qualified and trained staff, you can trust B&H Auto for brakes, maintenance, repairs, tires, and more. That's B&H Auto on the north end of Afton. Service you can ride on. Kodiak Mountain Resort is expanding with an indoor heated swimming pool, hot tub, pickleball courts, and a new large play set for the kids, all coming in 2026. Reserve your stay at KodiakMountainResort.com.
The Bank of Star Valley would like to congratulate Will Linford on being Man of the Week. Congratulations, Will.
I'm Will Linford, son of Sam and Lisa Linford, tight end, defensive end.
senior, Athens, Wyoming.
Turn play action, looking to the right, throws into the end zone, has a man open, caught again for another touchdown. Once again to Will Linford, 2 for Will.
Watch this game and all SVI sports broadcasts live after the big game at SVInews.com. This is the SVI Sports Network.
First return of the night out the Lawson Carpus Plus Color Town kickoff, but it's actually blown dead. Oh, his knee went down as he picked up the ball. So,
oh boy.
So the return man went down to pick up the ball off the bounce, and his knee touched the ground, and the official right there blows it dead. So Green River is going to have the ball all the way back to their 6-yard line. A 67-yard touchdown run for Caleb Erickson right up the middle. The Braves have won one offensive play here in the second half, and that was it for the touchdown.
12 carries, 137 yards on the ground. That's a healthy average. Of course, the 67 yards certainly helps.
Deep in their own territory for Green River, they trail Star Valley 40-0, 8:54 remaining in the third quarter. And their backs to the end zone right now. Hintz, hands off on the safe play. Nope, quarterback keeper does get the edge. Here goes Hintz to the 15. Hit hard by Button to push him back, and the Cavalry's there defensively to help. That was the first time Hintz had some open room tonight. Makes the best of it for a 9-yard gain. Just shy of the yard to gain. And we have a Green River player that's down.
And that might be Hintz.
It is. So Hintz slow to get up. They are going to give him 10 yards and the first down, so it will move the sticks, and Hintz is up on his feet.
That was a pretty big collision.
It was Dax Button who came up and popped it. So Hintz will sub out.
So the JV quarterback yesterday was Oliver Wisniewski, number 6. I don't know if that's where the Wolves will turn to here, because Hintz has to come out at least one play. Yep, it looks like that's him. Wisniewski was the JV signal caller yesterday in Afton.
We'll see how long Hintz remains out of the game. He's standing on the sideline, has his helmet on. Wisniewski in the shotgun. Trips to his left side on a first down and 10. Has Johnson to his right side hip. Calls for the ball. He'll throw. Lays it up deep. Going down the field and almost coming back for it to make the catch, but it hit the turf and incomplete. Kubel down the field, and Wisniewski comes off the sideline and put everything he had into that one, but left just a little short.
Yeah, that one was, and Kubel had a shot at it. Can see him going deep here. Couldn't quite reel it in. Mason Pack was in coverage, number 20.
Hintz is going to remain on the sideline here. So, again, Wisniewski will take the snap at 2nd and 10. Ball spotted on the Green River 16-yard line. 2 receivers on either side. Hand off to Johnson this time. He gets positive yards, falls forward across the 20 to the 21-yard line to set up 3rd down and 5. And it looks like it will stay in Wisniewski's hands on 3rd and 5.
And, not to speculate too much, but if you don't bring Hintz back in, you certainly would like him for next week's game. You're playing next week. So the score being as it is and nothing to gain with the result of this, that probably is at least one factor into the decision whether or not he's going to come back in.
It is going to be Riverton next week for Green River. That will be in Fremont County. 3rd and 5. Wisniewski will throw and has the completion for the first down. Went to the left side with the defense bearing down on him. Turn and through, able to find the playmaker, Dax Taylor, to move the chains across the 25 to the 28-yard line. Clock will roll at 7:50 and counting. No huddle back to the line of scrimmage with trips to the right side. 1 receiver left. Shotgun for Wisniewski. Low snap, hands off to Johnson. Bounces to the outside, broken tackle, and then hit hard from behind. Finally brought down by Star Valley's Philippi, but not until he picked up 5 yards. So a little bit of running room here recently for the Wolves.
Like Brennan Barber, and did not catch the other number. Eventually getting that stop.
Philippi was there. 2nd and 5. This time Green River huddles. Wisniewski will call it. Clock ticks down to 7 minutes to go in the third quarter. Wolves with the football, trailing the Braves 40-0 on the Bank of Star Valley scoreboard. Wisniewski will throw. Goes to the right side and out of the outstretched hands of Dax Taylor. Tried to elevate to get it. And the other 24 came and pushed him in the back. That's Travis Thompson. Ensures the incompletion, Travis did, to make it 3rd and 5. Clock will stop at 6:50 remaining in the third quarter.
Again, looking like the Braves, well, we knew they're going to be at home next week. Looks like that's going to be the Buffalo Bison. And then you look that side of the bracket, looks like Lander and Jackson on the other side is kind of the way things are playing out tonight.
3rd and 5, Wisniewski to throw. Fires to the left, caught again. Oh, it's dropped. He had his man on the curl route coming back on the other side. Zane Dodson, the intended target, couldn't haul it in, and it's 4th and 5. Wisniewski's come into the game, and they've let him throw. He's done pretty well, but that one incomplete, and out comes the punt unit from the Green River 33-yard line. So the winner of next week's Star Valley Buffalo game, as you mentioned, would play Jackson or Lander. If Star Valley were to be in that game, of course, it would be in Afton, as the Braves have home field advantage.
Yes. Yes.
4th and 5 here. Good snap. Doak to punt. Does. Nice deep punt. It's going to put Thompson for the fair catch call all the way back to his 20. And Thompson had to wave for the fair catch, and that's a booming punt for Doak.
That thing was up there forever before it finally came down. I kept waiting for Travis to catch the ball, and he was probably like, I'm still waiting, man.
They'll spot it at the Star Valley 23, so flipping the field does Green River on 4th down after the punt. 6:38 to go in the third quarter. Star Valley ahead 40-0.
Just as an FYI, if the Braves do get in the end zone on this this drive, that would kick in the running clock, which the rules for that is 45 points and the second half.
We also have Ross Hilton in to play quarterback for Star Valley with the big lead. So they'll send in the junior to run the offense. Quick handoff. Ball was lost, fumbled, but picked up and ran for a good chunk of yards. I believe it was Ikaika Cope who picked up a loose ball and took it for positive yards.
Yeah, not exactly what happened there.
Just looked like it was a fumbled snap to Ross. Cope picks it up. Heads up play by Ikaika for 8 yards.
We'll take that.
Just like Coach Young drew it up.
All right,
the
guys,
second string quarterback.
We need you guys to drop the snap, and then Ikaika, you're going to pick it up and get maybe take it to the house.
Split backs behind Hilton. Hand off up the middle. This one's going nowhere.
That was Brendan Barber, it looked like.
Barber had a couple big plays offensively in the first series of the game. Gets the carry there, and no gain. 3rd and 3. Under 6 minutes to go in the third quarter.
So, Duke, the Braves have not completed or converted a third down tonight. They are 0 for 1. That kind of lets you know the way the offense is rolled tonight. A lot of big chunk plays and not a lot of third downs.
Hilton in the backfield. Cope, the running back. He's back there as well in the shotgun set. Ross Hilton again, the second string quarterback, taking the snaps. Hands off to Cope. Bounces to the outside. Cope with room. Put his shoulder down. Broke the tackle to the 50, to the 40, and spins down to the 30-yard line. Ikoka showing muscle and speed on that run. No flags, and all the way deep to the 30-yard line inside Green River territory.
That's a 39-yard gain for Ikaika Cope. And we said this in an earlier game. It might have been the Soda Springs game. I can't quite remember, but you got to like how Ikaika Cope finishes his run. Look at that. What a great – it's like, no, I'm out here to run. I'm not out here to go out of bounds. Man, that's delivering a blow as the ball carrier from Ikaika Cope.
Ball at the 29-yard line. Hilton again in the shotgun. Will send Thompson in motion. Throw to Zach. Bounces to the outside and tackled near the sideline for a 3-yard gain. Clock down to 4:44 to go in the third quarter. Ross Hilton for Braves fans. He is the younger brother of Tristan Hilton, quarterback from a season or two ago for Star Valley, a couple of years ago.
Tristan played some quarterback for about 3 years. Ross, I've seen him several times this year, and he looks pretty dang good. In fact, he looks a lot like Phoenix Hovey did last year, which bodes well.
Just like his older brother, Tristan, Ross is also a very accomplished roper, rodeo kid.
I love rodeo kids.
2nd down and 7. Here's a handoff to Barber. He's wrapped up around the legs and tackled at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play.
You don't have to tell a rodeo kid how to be tough because they already know. They already know how to do it.
We'll set up 3rd down and 7. Clock rolls down to 3 minutes and 40 seconds to go. Still 3rd quarter, Braves up 40-0. Zach Thompson into the game to set up as the receiver on the left of the backfield. He'll come in motion left to right, fake to him. Hilton to throw, goes deep, and was it caught? No, almost hauled in off the dive in the end zone. Looks like he was trying to go to Lincoln Finch. The sophomore laid out for it, but incomplete. 4th down for the Braves from the 26-yard line.
I've watched quite a few sophomore games and JV games. Lincoln Finch, he actually has played some quarterback as well, but he is a really athletic kid, and when he gets in the open field, he can do some things. So, yeah, that one is a little bit too far over his head, but a name you might want to remember for the future.
Braves go for it on 4th down. Weston Krog subs in to play slot left. Younger brother of Wyatt Krog. He had a pretty good year. Career.
He did pretty good.
Yeah. Cope in the backfield. Here's the snap on 4th down and a false start on the Braves. Either a false start or a delay of game. Didn't quite have the right personnel in there. That's going to push Star Valley back 5 more.
We'll say false start. So 4th penalty totaling 36 yards on Star Valley tonight.
So they'll snap it again from the 31-yard line. Cope in the backfield. 2 receivers on either side. 4th and 12 here for Star Valley. 2:20 remaining in the 3rd. Here's the drop play to Cope. Has some room to the 20. Has the 1st down. Put his shoulder down to get across the 20. Needed the 19. And he'll get there on 4th and long.
Boy, that is close.
He spotted across, right at the 19, actually. So the official says 1st down. No measurement. Wave it across. The Star Valley Orthodontics 1st down for Cope on a draw play, 4th and 12, and puts it inside the Riverside Dental red zone.
That delayed draw wraparound handoff from the quarterback to the running back, that is something that has befuddled defenses ever since Coach Young started calling plays for Coach Howell more than a decade ago, and it is still picking up yardage like that one right there.
Caleb Erickson and Brennan Barber going to be in the backfield in the I formation. Erickson the fullback, Barber the tailback. Receiver up top, goes in motion down to the left, hand off to Barber, hit in the backfield, can't get away. No, he does get away. Barber still running to the 15 and tackled shy of the 10. Broken tackle in the backfield and an injured Green River Wolf after a 7-yard gain. Clock will stop for the injury at 3 minutes to go. There's a look at the Fall River Propane replay.
Running hard here. Ikaika Cope, Brennan Barber on this drive. And, of course, this is exactly what nobody ever wants to see in any game, but especially in a game where both teams are playing next week in the postseason. You like everybody to be as healthy as you possibly can. So hopefully this young man's able to get up and walk over to the sideline here real soon.
Let's take an injury timeout. 3:02 to go in the 3rd, back in 30 seconds. Actually, we may keep it here. No, we'll take that timeout. Back in 30 seconds on SBI.
In healthcare these days, you just don't find a place like Star Valley Health. We really do focus on providing the best care.
Our employees take so much pride in their positions. They know that if their kids get sick, if they get sick, if somebody gets in a car accident, that there is that personal tie.
They get to see the change that they make in their life, so it's fun to be involved.
It's Dom Hamill, the injured Green River player. He is up on his feet and walking off the field under his own power. You can tell he's not feeling great, but he is on his feet and walking. So, as you said, wish the very best for him as Star Valley's offense will return to the field facing a 2nd down and 4 with the ball spotted inside the Riverside Dental Crimson zone down to the Green River 13-yard line. Ross Hilton again in the shotgun. Bunch trips to the right.
This drive's been a lot of Ikaika Cope.
He gets it here again. Cope tries to bounce outside. Now cut upfield. Has the first down inside the 10 and stacked up near the 6 or 7. That'll be a Star Valley Orthodontics first down to make it 1st and goal for the Braves. 2:55 to go in the 3rd quarter. Star Valley leads at 40-0.
About 6 more. Cope has 64 yards on 4 carries. And again, an old football cliche, but he is always finishing falling forward. You like that from a ball carrier.
He remains in the backfield to the left side hip of Ross Hilton in the shotgun. Same formation, trips to the right. Same play, handoff to Cope, 5-3, and falls forward to the 2. 2nd and goal at the 2-yard line. Clock down to 2:25 to go in the 3rd.
Cope now up to 69 yards rushing. The high water mark is actually Caleb Erickson. He has 74 tonight because he had 67 on one run.
Bunch trips to the left side now. Hand off to Cope, going left. Looks for the goal line, has it. Standing Ikaika for 6. And the Braves extend the lead to 46 with 2:03 to go in the 3rd.
7th different Brave to score a touchdown tonight. Cope, 6 carries, 71 yards, and a touchdown. He also had a catch for 25 yards, so he's got 96 total yards. That is the high for any player tonight.
Clock will stop at 2:03 after the touchdown. Tate Lawson, snap, hold, kick, PAT is good. Running clock when we come back. Braves leading at 47-0 on SVI.
Star Valley Sports on SVI are presented by Edward Jones Financial Advisors Kyle Terry, creating tailored solutions to address your financial needs. And by Rusty's Tree Service, the tree removal experts. Call 248-2442. Kodiak Mountain Resort is expanding with an indoor heated swimming pool, hot tub, and a new large play set for the kids. These new additions will be for guests only, coming in 2026. Visit KodiakMountainResort.com for reservations.
This is Star Valley Football on SVI Media and Swift 98, all part of the SVI Sports Network.
Ikaika Cope scores for Star Valley to extend the lead to 47-0. 2:03 to go in the 3rd quarter, so we will have the running clock for the remainder of the game. Star Valley with the lead in Green River, looking to hit the 30-game-in-a-row win streak. Go 5-0 inside of conference play and advance to 9-0 on the season. Playoffs will begin next week. Carpets plus color tile kickoff. Lawson will again boot it into the end zone. Let's send it out to Jake Hibbard. He'll give us an update from the studio in the 4A classification between East and Gillette. Jake.
Campbell County and East, and here we go. It's 20-13. Campbell County on top. Read option right up the middle. Coulter Lang gets through and is 28-0 or 28-13. Gillette leading. Back to you.
Thank you, Jake Hibbard from the Lincoln County Weed and Pest Studio report. Here in this game, going to see some younger players get some time on defense now. Running clock, 2:03 to go in the 3rd. Braves lead at 47-0.
You know, I touched on this, Duke, in the pregame. All of the freshman, sophomore, JV combined only lost 3 games.
Here's a handoff to the outside. Running room for Johnson to the 30, up the sideline and out of bounds near the 35. That's going to be a first down carry of about 14 yards to move the sticks. Clock down to 1:48 remaining. 3rd quarter.
Certainly the biggest, longest rush of the night for the Wolves.
Some of the players we're seeing down the line, Thomas Randall, he's playing left sideline. Looks like Colby Merritt over on the right side. I believe that's Tatum Killian playing nose guard for the Braves right now. To throw is Green River, slings it and incomplete. Trying to get it again to the playmaker for Dax Taylor, but Travis Thompson was there on good coverage defense, knocks that one loose. By the way, we do have Maddox Hintz back into the game for Green River. I believe, or is that number 9, actually? It's not an 8, it's a 9.
No, it is Hintz.
Oh, 9's also back
say
there.
9's in there as well.
Okay,
but yeah,
so it is Hintz. He left the game with an injury.
Which is excellent. I'm glad that he was able to come back in the game.
After the incompletion, 2nd and 10. Hintz runs up the middle, and he'll be brought down, hit hard by the linebacking crew for no gain on the play. Philliby, again, I believe, there to make another pop. He's had a couple good hits tonight.
Well, yeah, Kim and Philliby, you better. Your mom's one of the she's one of the athletic teachers, the PE teachers. You better be making tackles out there.
He's a junior, and you mentioned No Matau Atia. Still nursing that elbow injury he sustained during the Cody game, and so we're seeing a little more Philliby tonight.
And Kemen's a kid that plays center as well. So, I mean, yeah, he's a versatile kid. He can do a lot of different things.
Also see Brennan Barber playing tight end on the left side, linebacker. Wazzy playing in the middle. And that will take us to the end of the third quarter, 47-0, Star Valley on top. Fourth quarter next on SVI.
There's no place to enjoy the fall season like Alpine, Wyoming. Enjoy fly fishing on the Salt and Snake Rivers, camping and hunting up the Grays in the Wyoming Range, hike the trails in the Bridger-Teton National Forest, or bring your off-road vehicles and enjoy the backcountry. And with plenty of lodging and dining options at affordable prices, you just can't beat the fall season in Alpine. Experience the fall season like Mother Nature intended in scenic Alpine, Wyoming.
Are you sidelined by a sports-related injury? At Alpine Foot and Ankle, Dr. Andrew McCall specializes in treating ankle sprains, Achilles injuries, chronic ankle pain and instability, flat feet, and heel pain. Dr. McCall's expert care ensures you get back to your active lifestyle quickly and safely. Don't let foot and ankle issues hold you back. Visit alpinefoothandankle.clinic to learn more. That's alpinefoothandankle.clinic.
Start of the fourth quarter tonight is presented by Hayden Outdoors Real Estate. Green River with the ball. They hit the out route out of the backfield. It's caught for the first down. Near midfield is Johnson, and he'll be tackled at about the 49-yard line. Hayden Outdoors Real Estate. Local agents Andy Nield and Austin Callison. It's the brand that sells the land. Visit HaydenOutdoors.com. Also failed to mention third quarter coverage brought to you by Valley Trailer Services, offering all kinds of repair on all kinds of trailers, including welding, lights, jacks, flooring, and more. Call Reese Heibel at 307-699-7441. That's 699-7441 for Valley Trailer Services. Shotgun for Hintz. Hands off to Johnson. He's hit in the backfield and brought down by Dane Jensen.
Gonna lose a yard.
Officials will say he does get back to the line of scrimmage,
He
so
did
no
not.
gain.
With respect, he did not.
Down to under 11 minutes to go. 47-0, Star Valley on top. Shotgun again for Hintz, trips to his right. Looks to that way, throws, complete. Broken tackle to the 45, now 40. Stopped at the yard to gain. In fact, 1 yard past it, looks like, and it should be a first down, and it is for Green River.
Evan Mazer with that catch.
Gabe Delgado playing left side corner. Mason Pack right side corner. You have the sophomore Lincoln Finch playing safety. Looks like Tate Lawson getting some free safety. Caleb Erickson kind of playing that nickel right now. 1st and 10 for Green River. 10 minutes, 9 seconds remaining in the fourth. Hintz throws, airs it out, down the field, has a man, and it's underthrown and incomplete. Couldn't quite get it to Braxton, and it will be incomplete, left too short.
Yeah, that one kind of hung up there, and once that happens as the quarterback, you're just hoping just don't go the other way, which it didn't.
2nd and 10.
Hintz tonight, 12 of 27, 144 yards.
Braves lead at 47-0, 9.5 remaining. Running clock situation, fourth quarter presented by Hayden Outdoors. Find them online at HaydenOutdoors.com, the brand that sells the land. In the backfield is number 21, Eloa. Swing it out to him, broken tackle, upfield, and then he'll run into Will Walker for the tackle. No gain on the play. Clock continues to roll to 9 minutes to go. Once again, appreciate Valley Trailer Services. Locally owned right in Star Valley by Reese Heibel. No need to take your trailers out of the valley for repair. Call Reese at 699-7441. Valley Trailer Services. 3rd and 10 for the Green River offense. From the Star Valley 38. Hintz throws, airs it downfield, and almost hauled in, but
that was close.
Was Dax Taylor on his fingers. He pushes his fist into the turf, knowing that's one he should have hauled in and caught. It's hard, though, when you have a whole bunch of defenders coming in to hit you as hard as they can.
You're exactly right. I think Lincoln Finch was lining up there to see what he could do to dislodge that if he needed to. And, that's easier said than done, going over the middle like that on a deep route.
It is 4th down, of course. Coach Blaine Christensen of Green River will keep the offense out there to go for it. From the Star Valley 38-yard line, 4th and 10, running clock down to 8 minutes remaining in the fourth quarter. Trips to the left side. Hintz rolls that direction. Being chased by Barber. He can't throw it. Barber will be there to tackle him. No, he broke the tackle and has the first down up clear to the 20-yard line. Hintz found some open field in front of him. Got away from Barber and moves the chains on 4th and 10.
Yeah, it looked like Brennan was going to get him, but he was able to step through that tackle and pick up about 19 yards.
And we do have an injured Brave on the play as well on the Green River sideline. Here's the Fall River Propane replay. And the clock will stop for an injury at 7:27 to go. And I believe that is Barber who's down.
They were immediately kind of going to stretch a leg, maybe a cramp, but that's as far as I'll go. As you have noticed, I don't have a doctor moniker in front of my name.
Clock will stop here at 7 minutes, 27 seconds remaining. Let's take this injury timeout. We'll be back in a quick 30 here on the SVI Sports Network.
At Western, students don't just earn degrees. They experience growth, friendships, and opportunities. Western Wyoming Community College. Enter here with passion and leave with purpose.
Back after the injury timeout, Brennan Barber is up on his feet and walking off the field. He was hobbling. Now he's able to put a little weight on his both of his legs. Still needing some assistance, though.
Teammate Akaika Cope helping him there.
So Brennan's had a good game tonight. We'll hope the very best for him. 1st and 10 inside the red zone for Green River.
Yeah, playing defense now, but he's touched the ball several times on offense as well.
At the start, about the 18-yard line. Clock will roll here now at 7:18. Hintz will throw from the shotgun. Fires on the slant. Caught and tackled near the 10-yard line. Actually lunging forward to about the 8-yard line. Kubal with the reception. Will be stopped about a yard shy of the first down at the 9. 7 minutes to go, and Green River threatening their first score of the game. So again, Star Valley's second and sometimes even third unit defense right now, with the Braves leading at 47-0. But wanted to get that goose egg off the board on a senior night for the Wolves.
Their best chance came earlier on a field goal attempt, which was blocked.
Here's Hintz to throw. Lobs it in the end zone in coverage, and it's caught by Star Valley, but it is incomplete. He caught it out of bounds. It came down in the hands of Lincoln Finch.
Yeah, I think he was out of bounds when he brought that in, but good practice anyway.
Clock will continue to roll down to 6:20 remaining in the fourth quarter, which is presented by Hayden Outdoors Real Estate. Local agents Andy Nield and Austin Callison. Find them online at haydenoutdoors.com.
Tell you what, it's closer than I thought. In real time, I thought, oh, yeah, he was out of bounds. You look at it again, it's like, well.
Hintz, quarterback keeper up the middle. Pater, touchdown. First score of the night for the Wolves, and it comes on the legs of Maddox Hintz. Clock will stop at 5:57 to go in this fourth quarter. Green River on the board, trailing 47-6.
So Hintz, earlier in the game, I didn't know if they were going to be able to get him into positive rushing yardage the way things started, but he is now. 15 carries, 19 yards, and that touchdown.
Pursuing PAT, up and a bullet through the pipes. Good. Green River trailing Star Valley 47-7, SVI Sports.
It's my happy day, I want to sing it all the day. My best friends are always with me. We sing, we dance, we laugh, we are happy every day. Have fun with us, let's say happy, 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 happy.
Ever wish you could be the boss of your home Wi-Fi? Well, with HomeZone by Silver Star, now you can. It's like having your own Wi-Fi command center right in your pocket. Whether it's setting up a guest network for visitors, controlling what your kids can access, or checking your connection speed, HomeZone has you covered. With Protect IQ, you'll have a virtual bodyguard for your Wi-Fi, blocking unwanted threats before they reach your devices. HomeZone by Silver Star. Wi-Fi control, coverage, and security all in one.
Ensuing kickoff for Green River after Hintz able to get into the end zone, rushing from 9 yards away up the middle. First score of the night for Green River. Trailing Star Valley now 47-7. Ensuing Carpus plus Color Tile kickoff is fielded just beyond the goal line for a touchback. Thompson really wanted to bring that one back.
Yeah, he was trying to will tiptoe. That was just deep enough, really couldn't do that. But he's housed a few this year. Special offense, defense, special teams. Travis, he has been all over the field. He's had quite a junior year.
So the Braves come back out with Ross Hilton at quarterback. The junior will be in the shotgun. Number of players getting some time tonight with another lopsided victory in favor of the Braves, leading at 47-7. 5:57 remaining in this one. Shotgun for Hilton. Turns. He will hand off to Crew Lancaster. Crew has some room, and he'll pick up enough to move the chains for a Star Valley Orthodontics first down. 12 yards on the first down carry.
Now, Duke is Crew Cooper's brother?
Yes.
He is a completely different build than well, not completely. He's a bit thicker. He's more of a running back, as you just saw. And just a sophomore, he's got a bright future, it looks like.
First and 10, two receivers on the left. Hand off to the right. Nice little move through off right tackle. Gain of a few on the carry was Hunter Randall. They'll give him 6 yards on the carry up to the Star Valley 38-yard line. 5 minutes remaining in the Hayden Outdoors Real Estate fourth quarter. Also appreciate Valley Trailer Services, locally owned in Star Valley by Reese Heibel. No need to take your trailer out of the valley for repair. Call Reese Heibel at 699-7441. Second and 4 for the Braves. I believe this is Wazzy in the backfield. He'll get the handoff, and Wasserloos will move the chains. Popping pads up to the 45-yard line for a Star Valley Orthodontics first down.
How many did you say you got on that?
7.
Thank you. Braves up to 252 yards on the ground tonight.
Carson Clapp, big 99, lines up in the backfield.
Oh, you get excited when you see a 99 going to get a carry.
Here's the turn, handoff, Carson dances, stiff arms, and triple team tackled for a loss on the play.
Tried to take it to the outside, did 99.
It'll be a 3-yard loss on the carry. 4 minutes to go in the game. And Carson Clapp will head to the sideline. Trotting in is Gabe Delgado to line up in the backfield. No Zach. He's got an arm injury. But we do have the other Delgado twin. Gabe's in the backfield now. 4 receivers all stacked up. Nope, 3 stacked up on the left with a tight end. Gabe will go to the right side hip of Hilton. And off to Delgado. Bounces it, has room. He's hit hard and driven to the sideline. Picks up about 5 yards, though. Gets across the 45 to about the 46. Clock down to 3:20 remaining in the game. Silver Star post-game show on the way after this. We'll have your player of the game. Claire Myers down on the field with Coach Young and a player or two, or sometimes 20 of his choice. It all depends on what he sends us. Look ahead to next week's game as well. Star Valley at home in the opening round of the playoffs.
So just in case you're one of those people out there, Star Valley with 204 passing yards tonight. 201 of those came in the first half.
Yep. Wide right is Kimball Holtz. Turn. Hand off to the tailback. Broken tackle. 2 broken tackles. Still running across the 50 and the 45. Pile pushing down to the 40. It is going to be a first down. And I believe it was Crew again. Yes. Lancaster another carry. That one for a Star Valley Orthodontics first down. 2.5 to go in the game. Delgado back in to play tailback. Campbell Holtz lines up wide to the left with Drake Honadell in the slot. Standing tight end is Landon Peterson. And off to Delgado. Up the field, nice hole, broken tackle. First down to the 30. Delgado sideline 20 and tripped up inside the 15-yard line. Does move the chains and put the Star Valley Braves inside the Riverside Dental Crimson Zone with 1:55 remaining.
Gabe definitely got the speed. He had a terrific game yesterday in the JV game. Scored several times and ball spotted at the 10. So that's a 31-yard gain for Gabe Delgado. And that puts the Braves at 294 on the ground tonight.
Ross Hilton will line up under center, it looks like this time. Delgado remains the tailback. Trips to the left side, all bunched up on the left hash mark. Tight end over there as well, and Hilton will actually just take a knee. And that will take us to the end of the game with 2 more of those after Delgado got the first down.
And we saw this last week, you know, the Braves moving the ball down the field, time's running out, the score's out of hand. And, yeah, this is just the sportsmanlike thing to do. And, of course, that's important for folks in a program like Star Valley. You want to make sure you're not running anything up. And, yeah, they actually turned it over on downs last week against Evanston. So happy to kneel it out here and not push the score any further.
Clock down to 44. They'll actually, they may have to still kneel it down one more time after this one. They do that one with 38 seconds remaining. And they actually will not have to do another play. So that will take us to the end. Silver Star postgame coverage. In your final, the Braves get the road win 47-7. And they remain perfect on the year, advancing to 9-0 overall. 5-0 inside of the 3A West, and the win streak now at 30 games in a row for the Star Valley Braves. Silver Star post-game coverage. Silver Star Internet, better connected. Learn more at silverstar.com. We'll have your post-game stats, have your player of the game. Claire Myers down on the field with Coach Young and some players. But first, Jake Hibbard with the studio report presented by the Lincoln County Weed and Pest. Help keep Star Valley beautiful. Please spray knapweed at your homes and businesses. Contact the Lincoln County Weed and Pest for the details. Jake with the post-game highlights.
Hey, thank you so much. So it's been a great season. I've loved it, at least. Of course, another undefeated season over on your end. I'm in my space. So I thought I would do something in my space a little bit different for the last game of the regular season. How about some top plays? We can go through the scores really quickly as I go through them, but I thought let's showcase just the best, because a lot of the games were decided as far as who's going where. No surprises, by the way. Lander winning Douglas winning, Buffalo losing. So 2-3-4 looks pretty secure. So let's go ahead and start off with, well, just a second here. All right. Looks like I can go with that, though. All right. So we got our top plays right here. Oh, I know what to do, guys. Sorry, live television right here. And right now, Duke's yelling at me, go, go, go. I got a coach coming. I got a coach coming. So here we go. Here's the 10th play. It's Hunter Saltzgaver, and he comes 20 yards out. Watch him go right through the hole here. Boom, and he finds no one else. Splits through the hole. It's Rollins 70-0 as of last check. Number 9 play. It's Cody and Jackson. Cash McFadden finding Damian Sanders 65 yards out. Cody rolled last check 49-28 was the last check. Sheridan. This is Beck Haswell. Beck Haswell is one of the 4 quarterbacks that they have for Sheridan. He gets a far corner completion out there. That's number 8. And then here's number 7. Oh, let's go to our own game. How about this jump of the route? Playing the edge. Roman Erickson with the pick 6. That will not be the only pick 6 in the game today or in our top 10 today. Let's go down. What are we at? And this has got to be like 6, right? It's that's the freshman out there getting the pass from Paxton Hollingshead on the fade route. How many we got left? 2, 4, 5. Yeah, this is number 5. Torrington, their season is done, but 51 yards on a direct snap. Not so bad as a way to start off the game as they went up 7-0. But again, Douglas, they won that one. 28-17 was my last check. Look at this play. One more. Oh my goodness. It's the Statue of Liberty. And then he has to get out to the edge and get the touchdown. Hey, guys, I like the tricky. That's 4 on to 3. You saw this one earlier. Justice Platts, he's really, really good. He's really, really good. He'll just jump right through. This is the Bridger Bowl as Mountain View rolled earlier over Lyman and all the way into the end zone. What could beat that? Well, I said it won't be the only pick 6. This is the only thick 6. How about that? The hands team for Riverton on the line and number 1. One more. What could beat the thick 6? A 102-yard pick 6 by Cash McFadden. The camera finally catches up as he is at the 50. And folks, wow. What a season. I won't take any more of your times, but look forward to seeing you in the playoffs next week. Back to you guys.
Thank you, Jake Kibber. For what it's worth, I was not yelling, go, go, go. I was getting a little frustrated at Sage, but that's fine. That's another thing. Great highlights again. Top 10 this evening for Jake Kibbard with the studio report from the Lincoln County Weed and Pest. We'll have Jake with us again for postseason highlights next week. Now let's take a look at this score deep in the numbers as Star Valley gets the win tonight. And here's the post-game battle stats.
I had Maddox Hintz tonight for the Green River Wolves, 14 of 31, 153 yards. Threw an interception, did score a rushing touchdown. He carried it 15 times for 19 yards. Doing most of the damage through the air was Irie Kubal. He had 5 catches for 90 yards, 160 through the air total for Green River, 36 on the ground for a total of 196 for Green River. For the Braves, Phoenix Hovey, 12 of 15, 201 yards, 4 touchdowns. All of that came in the first half. 9 different receivers catching a pass from Phoenix in that first half. Doing most of the damage for the Braves was Ikaika Cope, 6 rushes, 71 yards, and a touchdown. 7 different Braves scored a touchdown tonight, including a pick 6 on defense from Roman Erickson. Nathan Hatterley, Cope, Caleb Erickson, Sam Gaskell, Dax Button, and Preston Ross all getting into the end zone. 204 through the air, 294 on the ground for a total of 488. And that's a look at your post-game battle stats.
Stats presented in the Silver Star post-game show by Battleson Brothers Carpet One Floor and Home, where you'll find quality, price, and service. Located a block south of the Arch in Afton, that is Battleson Brothers Flooring. We do have Coach Young and some players making their way over to Claire Myers for what will be the post-game report. Let's do your player of the game first, though, Dow, presented by Star Valley Skidoo.
Well, he's a senior. I had him with 96 total yards tonight and a touchdown. Ikaika Cope is my choice for player of the game. He had 25 yards through the air, 71 on the ground, and he got into the end zone tonight. Our Star Valley Skidoo player of the game, Ikaika Cope.
And look at that nest up on top of his head.
You're just jealous.
Yeah, yes.
Most people are.
Ikaika, the player of the game, presented by Star Valley Skidoo. Top quality products combined with excellent service standards. Visit StarValleySkidoo.com. Let's send it down to Claire Myers with Coach Young and some players for the Miles CPA Sideline Report.
With a bunch of players and Coach Young, and I'm so excited to interview them. I'm going to give each of the players a question. So, what was your favorite moment of the game tonight?
Probably Ikaika when he hit that kid on his run pretty good, so yeah.
Yeah, that was a really good play. What's one thing from tonight you want to carry on into next week's game?
I would just say our momentum on both sides of the ball and all three phases, I guess. We're rolling on all three phases, and it's good to finish off the regular season the way we did. So.
Okay, and you got injured, but what is your favorite part of your team, and that they'll always help you? What's your favorite part about that?
That every time I've messed up my hamstring, they're just there to cheer me up, carry me around, all that good stuff.
All right, and then what was your favorite part of the game tonight?
My favorite part, it's probably when Kaika hit that one dude pretty hard. Like that sound, good sound music to my ears.
Okay. And how does it feel having such a strong bond with your teammates?
Feels great. It's awesome.
All right, thank you guys. And then I have a couple questions for you, Coach Young. Yeah. So, the Braves has shown a ton of growth this season. How does a win like that reflect your progress overall as a whole?
I told you before the game, the thing that probably impresses me the most about this group is just the depth. And, we're a little banged up in some spots, and just the ability of guys to step right in and don't miss a beat, right? And that's not to say that we don't miss everybody that's banged up, but super impressed with young guys, old guys. A lot of these guys mentioned Ikaika Cope. Ikaika gets some opportunities, and it's carpe diem, baby. He got in and seized his day.
Yeah.
So, just proud of different guys getting opportunities to shine.
All right, and then one more question for you. This game was the final game of the regular season, and what a game it was. How are you going to keep the momentum going into next week's playoff game?
Super proud of these guys. 9-0 undefeated regular season's a big deal. I have no doubt in these guys and their focus. These seniors get to play football for 3 more weeks together, and whoever the opponents are, I'm confident that these guys are going to prepare in the highest level possible. So, love these seniors, going to enjoy every moment that we get to spend with them, and hopefully the folks at home enjoy watching them do their thing because this is a special group.
Okay. All right. Thank you all for coming and answering a couple questions. Hope you all have a good night and a safe travels back home. We'll give it back to you guys up in the studio.
Thank you, Claire Myers, with the Miles CPA Sideline Report in Afton and in Alpine. Contact Miles CPA. They can be called at 885-0055. By the way, that was Zach Thompson, Phoenix Hovey, Kimball Holtz, Brennan Barber, and Zach Wazerloo stand on the field with Coach McKay Young. And really hope the best for Brennan Barber. He's obviously a little banged up after the game tonight.
I got to be honest with you, though. That's when you listen to that group talking, we've talked about other players on interviews tonight, and you obviously have a chance to talk to them in the senior spotlight and things like that. This is just a group that, I'm going to steal what Caleb said. They just like to go out and hit people. They asked what their favorite part was. Somebody else hitting somebody and making that sound. And they all had kind of the same answer, and they're happy for their teammate, and they like the big hit, and and you can see why they've had so much success with that type of mentality.
Braves get the win in Green River to wrap up regular season play undefeated, 47-7. Your Silver Star Communications post-game show final score: Braves 47, Green River 7. We'll be back home again next week to open up the playoffs. Star Valley will host Buffalo in Afton. Time of kickoff still to be determined. We'll pass that along to you as soon as we know it. But for now, thank you for joining us.
I will say this. For you Cokeville fans out there, Cokeville will be on the road to Bighorn, and they have solidified that time, as far as I know it from our friend Kevin Coyle, 1 p.m. at Bighorn next Friday. So just FYI.
All right, that's it for the Silver Star post-game show. Braves win 47-7. I'm Duke Dance with Dal Erickson. Assisted tonight by Steaton Hancock. We do have Claire Myers down on the field. Kenna Dance back in the Swift 98 studio. And a great group of Chili camera ops bringing you the live 4K action tonight from Green River High School. Thank you for joining us live on the SBI Sports Network.